Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at cmobile.com.
Save big money on your next project, now at Menards. Shelter Logic offers a great selection of storage solutions, from easy to assemble canopies to durable steel frame shelters and garages. They offer protection for vehicles, boats, and yard equipment with easy drive-in access. Save big money on Shelter Logic storage solutions and check out more great deals happening now in our weekly flyer on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football, presented by Wintrust. Now back to the action. Here's Dave Ennett.
Crowd filing in here to Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. Kickoff approaching between the Northwestern Wildcats and the Western Illinois Leathernecks. Time for our keys to the game as we bring in our sideline reporter, former Wildcat defensive lineman Jake Saunders. And Jake, if you look at Western's offensive numbers from last week against Illinois, nothing to write home about. 161 yards of offense, just 27 yards on the ground. But if you go back to last year, this team averaged over 400 yards a game and 31 points. So obviously the Northwestern defense got to be on their toes.
Absolutely. Guys, Joe Davis is in his second year at Western Illinois, and he is an offensive-minded coach. It's his background, and it's what he wants to do. He wants to control the tempo of this game, get it out of his quarterback's hands quickly, and control the perimeter. They're going to see a lot of window dressing, Northwestern's defense is. A lot of exotic formations, quick flows, a lot of screens, and then look out for the double move to blow it up over the top. Listen, we talked a lot about Northwestern's offense and how they need to execute better tonight, but Coach Braun in his press conference did not let the defense off the hook. They gave up 269 yards rushing to Tulane, and we're soft against some of the pass plays too. So it's going to require discipline, good eyes, going and playing fast to defeat what's going to be a really tricky offense. And like you said, Dave, they put up a ton of points when they're clicking.
Well, speaking of tricky offenses, they're going to see one next week here against Oregon. So not to look ahead, but this might not be a bad tune-up for that game if they can get past the Leathernecks here tonight. Thanks, Jake. We'll talk to you during the game. Coming up, Tad will visit with Wildcat defensive lineman and wearing the prestigious #1 for the Cats, Carmine Bastone. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team.
The Wildcats.
Presented by Wintrust. Here's Dave Ennett with more Wildcat football.
And our player interview is brought to you by Wendella Boats, the official boat tour of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Here with St. Charles North High School native and now a starting defensive lineman for our Cats, Carmine Bastone. Quite the journey since you came here in 2021. A walk-on, red shirt. appeared in 6 games in 22, but 2023 was kind of breakout year.
Yeah, just happy to be here. Excited for this season, so it'll be a good one.
That year in 2023, not only did you have 26 tackles and start 9 games, but you also earned your red shirt.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. So, great to have that with me. So,
2024, I think, was kind of a disappointing year for you.
For sure.
You and I have talked about it, where you had that injury just before the start of the season. Mm-hmm. How difficult was that for you, Carmine?
It was tough. I mean, obviously, I couldn't be out there to help support our guys and help get us on the right track to have a winning season, which was tough in itself. But when also your team's not doing everything like getting everything done the right way on the field, makes it even more tougher. But when I finally got out there, I was able to help out a little bit. Still weren't where we wanted to be, and neither was I. But just going to continue to try to push towards being better than I am today. So.
Well, that was also the year that you were voted captain.
Yes, sir.
And that had to be a fantastic feeling.
Yeah, it was a fantastic feeling, but it was short-lived because I got injured that same day. So it's definitely a mixed emotions day. But I mean, definitely just tried to continue to, show my leadership even when I was off the field, which, obviously is tough because you don't have that credibility and stuff like that.
So in 2025, you are only one of 20 players in NU football history that have a 2-time stint at team captain, co-captain last year and this year. Did you ever think that would happen when you came here as a redshirt freshman?
Didn't really think so. Obviously, I walked on here and stuff, and I know what kind of person I am. I was then, and I obviously grew a lot since then. But my mindset's always been the same: kind of just keep it day by day, and just lean on the other guys around me, and make sure to push them as well. So I just continued that, and I feel like the cards fell how they fell. Got to where I was.
And then, of course, voted by your teammates to wear number 1 based on characters and the value of the program. Again, that's another huge accomplishment for you personally.
Yeah, just appreciate the guys for, voting for me. I know there's plenty of guys that, could have also worn this number 1, but, I'm going to try to wear it with pride as well as I can. So.
Last week, a little disappointed. I know that late in the first half you gave up that. You guys were in prevent defense. You gave up that big run, but it seemed like we were in the game in the first half.
Yeah, first half, I feel like we just had a little hiccup in the first series. Kind of just trying to get our, feet set, and kind of just wasn't ready to get out there yet and start fast. But then it seems like we kind of hunkered in into the defense and, figured it out in the end. But we just kind of have to start fast and make sure that communication's on there right away. So I think that's just the main focus of this week.
Your thoughts about Western Illinois as we kick off here any second now?
Good team, we have to respect them, but, we're just more focused about us, starting fast and just making sure we get our cleats down right away and attack them right away. So,
how your roommates hanging out? You got some crazy roommates, Bruss and Uline.
Yeah, Bruss, Uline, and Aiden Hubbard. So, we're all doing well, continue to just do well, and, we have fun with each other, and it helps us, play harder for one another when we're out there together. So.
All right, Carmine, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah,
good luck today.
Your Barbasol shave is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. The big game is on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Now back to the action. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Our pregame interview with head coach David Braun brought to you by Illinois Corn Farmers. Illinois is the second largest producer of field corn in the U.S. Corn that's used to make biodegradable plastic straws, more sustainable tennis shoes, and cleaner burning fuel for our cars. Learn more about how corn can solve some of our biggest global challenges at watchusgrow.org/corn. Well, Coach, I think your words to us on the postgame show were, we got to flush this one. How good a job do you think your team did of letting that one go?
You know what? You could see it in their eyes in the locker room post-Saturday. I just told them, like, no hanging our heads. It's time to flush this thing. We're not defined by one bad day. It's time to get back to work, and ultimately it was going to be reflective of how mentally and physically tough this team is on a short week. What we saw on Monday, Tuesday's practice, you saw a team that was motivated to prepare themselves to perform really well tonight.
You also came out right away and said, I got Preston's back.
Yep.
What was his reaction? How did he respond this week?
He responded the way that we'd all expect him to. I mean, he's running from drill to drill. He's the same Preston that's been here since January in terms of the way that he's operating. And ultimately, like I told Preston, what I said I meant. I don't say things unless I mean them. This team's got his back. We believe in him. There has been so much tangible stuff since he arrived in January that he is the guy to run our offense, and ultimately he had a bad day. Sometimes that happens. Either way that he's responded, he's ready to go tonight.
What were things you saw there in New Orleans last Saturday that you feel like maybe got overlooked in the outcome of the game that you can carry into this game?
We can run the football with this offensive line and these running backs, and ultimately we need to get in rhythm and give ourselves an opportunity to consistently do that. But there's no doubt about the fact that I feel good about the way that we're built from a line of scrimmage standpoint on the offensive side of the ball. And then, defensively, the way that we battled, for us, it's going to be critical in those third down, fourth down scenarios, and we got to create takeaways. Like, no one emphasizes ball disruption more than Tim McGargle, and that needs to show up in our game day performance. We need to take the ball away today.
How did you feel about your special teams?
You know what? Ultimately, I think that is an area, year two with Paul Creighton, that we got some good things going, some good rhythm. That has to be our edge. We need to find ways to flip the field in that area, and hopeful tonight there's going to be some opportunities specifically in our run game or in the return game to do that.
What are your thoughts on Western Illinois and what they bring in here?
Joe's done a great job. The program that he inherited was in a tough spot. What he's done from a personnel standpoint, he's done a good job of recruiting. He's a really bright offensive mind that did some really good things in their league last year offensively. He's creative. He's going to find ways to stress you. And then they've gone through a defensive coordinator change this year with the new defensive play caller. I think they're a little bit more straightforward, but very fundamentally sound. Joe's done a good job. We got a good opponent coming in here, and ultimately we need to focus on us. And the Cats need to show up, but based on our preparation, this group's ready.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, we're just about ready to go. This has been the Northwestern Football pregame show presented by Wintrust. Back with the starting lineups and the opening kickoff next. It's Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
144 seasons, one mission.
To the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown.
The purple runs deep.
The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win.
Plays that ignite the city.
Jump ball at the goal line. Intercepted. Looking to throw, pocket collapsing, and he's going to be sacked.
Chicago's Big Ten team.
The Wildcats win again.
Sponsored by Wintrust, Chicago's bank and official bank of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Medicine. What makes us better makes you better. Constellation, preferred energy provider of Northwestern Athletics. Athletico, physical therapy partner of Northwestern Athletics. SeatGeek, official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of Northwestern Athletics. And Odyssey Brands Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, preferred Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese of Northwestern Athletics. Northwestern Wildcats football starts now.
Just the second meeting ever between the Northwestern Wildcats and the Western Illinois Leathernecks. The captains heading to the center of the field for the Wildcats. Caleb Tiernan, the left tackle, out there along with Mac Uline, Cam Porter, Preston Stone, the quarterback. The other captain is Ted's pregame guest, Carmine Bastone.
Western Illinois is facing the team will be able to call the toss. The side with the football player is heads. The opposite side with the Big Ten logo is tails. What's your call? Tails is the call. It is tails. Western Illinois, you won the toss, your choice. Western Illinois will defer their option to the second half.
That is the voice of the referee, Jeremy Valentine. So we'll look at Northwestern's offense to start the game, just as we did last week in New Orleans. Preston Stone will make his 19th career start and his second at the helm of the Wildcats. Last week, 19-36, 161 yards, 4 interceptions. At running back, Cam Porter, Joseph Hyman II, Caleb Kamalafe for the Wildcats. The wide receivers, Griffin Wilde, the leading receiver, 6 catches a week ago. Ricky Amarazi, Hayden Elegant II, who missed last week's game, is back tonight. Drew Wagner, Chase Farrell, also in that wide receiver core. The offensive line centered by Jackson Carcello out of Glenbrook North. The guards, Mo Aratakai and Evan Berenson. The tackles, Caleb Tiernan and Deuce McGuire will make his second start on the right side. The tight ends, Lawson Albright, Hunter Welsing, Alex Lines. Defensively, Western Illinois will be led by cornerback Keith Moko. 9 tackles last week to lead the team. The other corner, Justin Richardson. The safeties, Buju Amua, Tuas Severa, and Malini Tia. The linebackers, Kevin Washington Jr. in the middle, Esteban Guillory and Christian Pierce round out the linebacking core. Up front on the defensive line, Jalen Riven and Peyton Bradford. The ends, Mayo Bola out of Glenbard North, Keyshawn Harrington McKinney from Rockford are the tackles. Time for our Athletico Physical Therapy Injury Update. In pain, start with Athletico. Visit athletico.com to request your in-clinic or virtual free assessment. Among those out tonight for the Wildcats, safety Damon Walters for the second straight game. Wide receiver Frank Covey will not play tonight due to injury. Offensive lineman Jack Bailey, defensive lineman Migo Jackson. Joseph Hyman II will be the deep man on the kickoff for the Wildcats. Kicking off for the Leathernecks will be Antonio Chata, who had 1 touchback last week against Illinois. Chata has had stops at Rutgers and Western Kentucky along the way in his college career. And now he's landed in Macomb, Illinois. About how many hours from us, Ted?
That would be 4 hours and 40 minutes, mostly west, a little south.
And the Leathernecks took the bus up today with a stop at the Cracker Barrel along the way.
I hope they had some pre-reservations ready.
Can you imagine the wait staff? When
90 guys walk in.
They see the buses pull up.
And by the way, after this game, they're going right back down.
Yeah.
They're not staying over, so tough trip for them.
Chata has it teed up, 35-yard line, south end of Northwestern Medicine Field. Leathernecks in their all-white uniforms. Cats, purple jerseys, purple helmets, black pants. Here's the run-up, the swing of the leg. We're underway on a Friday night in Evanston. Joe Hyman will watch it sail on over his head and beyond the end zone, which was a recurring theme in New Orleans last Saturday. And the Cats will start from the 25-yard line for the first offensive series of the game.
Well, I talked about it in my pregame, and you had an opportunity to talk about the running game with head coach Braun, and both of us talked about increasing the running game, more touches for the running backs. They need to run the ball more than 23 times, and let's see how they get started in their opening series.
Right, the Wildcats come out with 2 receivers to the right side. The wide man is Wilde. Farrell in a slot to the right side. Single receiver left. And Cam Porter, the running back, to the right of Preston Stone. They'll give it to Cam, churning through the left side and across the 25.
Cam
Picks
Porter,
up
the
about
ball carrier.
2 yards as Cam's taken down
Tackled by
by
Kane
Kane
Miller.
Miller on the defensive line, so he gets the start. Redshirt freshman from Princeton, Illinois, but a gain on the play of just about 2 yards to the 27-yard
Second
line.
and 9.
Better than our opening play a week ago against Tulane.
Yes, it was. That was a negative play.
Yeah, 8-yard negative play.
That's in the pistol this time. Second down, 9 yards to go. The snap to Preston, going to throw for the first time. Swings it out. There's Cam. And he's dragged down as he reaches for the 31-yard line. Kevin Washington Jr., the middle linebacker out of Miami.
Tackled by Kevin Washington.
Transfer from Bethune. Cookman takes him down short of the first, but a gain of 5. It's going to be third down and 4. The Wildcats last week on third down, 42%, which was better than their percentage on the season a year ago at 33%. Illinois converted 44% of the time against Western. Third and 4 here. Cats empty the backfield. Porter out wide to the left. On third down for the Cats, Stone to throw. Flings it to the right side. It's caught. Amarazi, nice fingertip grab, and then advances it up near midfield to first down. That was close to being picked, but Amarazi with a fingertip grab to pull it in. Malini Tea and Justin Richardson team up on the stop. A first down for the Cats out to midfield. And on first down, quick handoff to Cam Porter, who's twisted down to the 49 of Western. Very short gain on the play as Richardson makes the stop. Richardson out of Sewanee, Georgia.
And Dave, the reason that Amarazi had such a good run after the catch, because Justin Richardson, as you mentioned, he's the one that tried to go for the pick six there, misjudged it. Nice pickup for the Cats.
But if he caught it, he had a pick six.
Oh, yeah.
Second down and 9 here for the Wildcats. Elliott into the ball game. Farrell goes in motion. Handoff will go to Porter. Tries the left side. Bangs his way inside the 45 to the 43-yard line, about 3 yards short of the first. Cam last week averaged almost 8 yards a rush, but he only carried 6 times. 6 carries, 46 yards. He's approaching the 2,000-yard mark for his career. Tia again on the stop. Third down for the Wildcats. 3 yards to go at the Western Illinois 43-yard line. The Cats will send Wilde and Farrell both to the right. And Stone sends the tight end, Albright, in motion. Hands it to Porter. He's got the first down, and he breaks away. 30, 25, 20. There goes Cam. 10-5, touchdown Northwestern. The first touchdown of the year on a 43-yard scamper. Hard running by Cam Porter. And the Wildcats have their first lead of the season. It's 6-0.
Cam goes over his big left tackle. Nice job out on the edge. Also, too, the wide receivers downfield, getting involved, blocking downfield. You never have a big run without a wide receiver downfield blocking. That's exactly what happened. Amarazi, who caught the big first down catch in this series, was the man blocking downfield.
All right, and the Wildcats now faked as if they were going to go for 2. And now here is the placement, and the kick by Luke Akers is straight through, and the Wildcats lead 7-0. A 75-yard, 6-play drive capped by Cam Porter's 43-yard touchdown run. 11:58 to go, first quarter. The score, Northwestern 7, Western nothing. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Odyssey Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
Odyssey Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese are produced with 4 generations of our family's expertise and commitment. We start with the best dairy farms providing high-quality milk so you can feel good about what you feed your family. Odyssey Greek Yogurt and Feta Cheese, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, now available at your local grocer.
Back to Dave and Ted with Northwestern Wildcat Football, Chicago's Big Ten team.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Cats lead it 7-0. Let's get a Wintrust sideline report. Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics and Chicago's bank. Jake Saunders.
Well, guys, before the offense even took the field, Carmine Bastone, senior defensive tackle, was making sure everyone on the defensive bench was up and supporting this offense. It was a clear effort to make sure that they know they have their back. And then after that score, Preston Stone coming to the sideline let out just an absolute primal yell of relief after getting that off his back and scoring on the first drive of the game.
Well, I would think so. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of feel a big exhale here after that, right, Ted?
Yeah, and Carmine Bastone said in the pregame with me, Dave, when they took the field after a turnover in Tulane, they were not mentally ready yet. They were not mentally ready, and you could tell by what Jake just said. He said, we are going to be ready today.
Henry Helms will kick off for the Wildcats for the first time this young season. Booting left to right. Here is the kick, and over-end kick, and Amari Davis will run up, take it 13-yard line, and check that. That is not Davis on the return, their normal return man, but I believe that was maybe in Baez, wide receiver out of Schaumburg. Runs it out to the 27-yard line is where it'll be marked. Dylan Tatum, transfer to the Wildcats out of Farmington Hills, Michigan, from Michigan State. Makes the stop on special teams. So we get our first look at Western on offense from their 27-yard line. Chris Irvin, 6'3", 215, a senior from Idaho, is the quarterback. The running back, Markel Holman, and Irvin to throw on first down. He completes the pass, and Josh Fussell right there to wrap up the wide receiver, Christian Anaya, junior from Chandler, Arizona, their top returning receiver from a year ago. That's his second catch of the young season. Good for a 4-yard pickup, second down and 6. Just across the 30-yard line. Irvin in the gun. Brings a man in motion. Now a forward toss to Holman. Holman lowers the shoulder, gets hit by Rob Fitzgerald, the Wildcats' leading tackler a week ago. 13 tackles, third in the Big Ten on opening week.
Yeah,
11th in the nation.
Yeah, he came up from that strong safety spot. You saw him last week with those 9 solos, and he had a little help on that one, but he can really come downhill and get his pad level down, and really is a very confirmed tackler. You gotta keep your head up. If you're an offensive lineman, you gotta see where he's at all times.
Third down and 4, Western from their own 33-yard line. Their first third down. They will bring a man in motion. Here's Irvin on a quarterback draw, and Irvin is going to be stopped well short of the first. Driven back by Carmine Bastone. Some help as well from Braden Bruss, but Bastone just wrapped him up, wouldn't let him advance. It is 4th down, so Western goes 3 and out on their opening possession.
Well, Carm's responsibility there is the nose tackle, as we like to call it. Take on the double team, stuff the offensive line, and have your help from the linebacker level. Well, all of that worked and then some.
Luke Drogobuehler is the punter, standing at the 18-yard line, and Drew Wagner back deep for the Cats. high floater down the near hash mark, taken by Wagner. He'll return and can't get away as he's yanked down right around where he caught the ball. But that's the first time the Cats have even had a chance for a return so far this season. Don Paul Keith, backup DB, downfield to make the stop. That big stop by the Wildcat defense brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing. U.S. Waterproofing is the best defense for a dry and healthy basement. Schedule your free consultation today at 800-US-WATER or visit online at uswaterproofing.com. U.S. Waterproofing, a better basement, starts with us. 7-0 Northwestern, 9:53 to go first quarter. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
The Glen Club in Glenview is the proud home of Wildcats Golf. Recognized by Golf Week as one of the best courses you can play in Illinois and backed by Kemper Sports expertise, the Glen Club delivers more than just elite golf. The Glen Club also features a 48,000 square foot clubhouse, 3 stunning private event spaces, and a 21-room boutique hotel. Dine at the grill and relax by the terrace fire pit or host your next unforgettable special event or golf outing. Learn more at theglenclub.com.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us. Hey Wildcats, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Northwestern t-shirt. And most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Northwestern in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Presented by Wintrust. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
The Wildcats get the ball for the second time, leading 7-0. They will start from their own 22-yard line this time. Porter remains the running back. Nice opening drive for Cam. 4 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Receivers to the left and right sides. And on first down, Stone back to throw, and he's going deep down the middle of the field. Wilde's there, makes the catch. Inside the 40, inside the 35, and down near the 30 of the Leathernecks. Longest play of the year for the Wildcats, down to the 32-yard line of Western. Chicala Wharton Jr. beaten on the play. First down Northwestern at the 32-yard line. What a throw, and well, Wilde had beaten his man badly.
Yeah, well, he saw one-on-one coverage there, and he knew that if he got a step on him, that's where he was going. Boy, he got the ball right away. He looked center field, and he threw it there.
46 yards on the pass play. First down Northwestern at the 32 of Western. This time Cats have 2 men in the backfield, and back to throw is Stone. Now he flings it right side. He's got Wilde again down near the 20 and shoved out of bounds. Back-to-back throws from Stone to Wilde as Richardson pushes Wilde out of bounds. The Cats have another first down, and they are into the red zone at the 20-yard line.
This is a great way to start the game. Your offense goes right down and scores their opening drive on 6 plays and 75 yards, and then your defense comes out and gets a 3-and-out stop, and now they're back on the road again down the field.
Out to the left side is Carson Grove for the Wildcats. Elegant on the right, first down to the 20-yard line of Western Illinois. And Stone hands it off. Porter, big hole left side to the 10, reaching for the 5-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 6. It's going to be first down and goal to go. Tia and Warden preventing a touchdown, or at least perhaps delaying it. First and goal for the Cats at the 6. Low snap, Stone grabs it, and in the backfield, twisted down for a loss is Porter. They threw off the timing a little bit with the low snap there, and Cam gets taken down by Christian Pierce, the Will linebacker, for a loss on the play back to the 7-yard line, loss of just about a yard. It'll be second down and goal.
Well, a little lack of communication on the last play, TFL for Western Illinois. So you got to make sure that you're communicating across that front 5.
Second down and goal. Here's Porter again, tries the middle, slammed down to the 5. It's going to be third down.
Porter, the ball carrier.
A lot of traffic in the middle as he ran into Esteban Guillory. So the Wildcats will get ready for a third down call, third down and goal at the 5. Cats are 2 for 2 on third down. Out to the left, Elegon. Alex Lyons in as an extra tight end. And Albright starts in motion. Third down, goal to go for the Cats. Snap to Stone, gonna throw, looking under pressure, steps up. Now he throws, touchdown. Hayden Elegon. About a yard deep in the end zone off the scramble. Stone able to buy some time and find him for his first catch of the year and his first career touchdown. And the Cats lead it 13-0.
Stone did a very good job in the pocket, had a lot of presence there. He worked outside the pocket, looked like he was going to take off and run, and then all of a sudden he just flipped it sidearm and find Elegon in the middle of the end zone just over the goal line. Nice play.
And the Cats going for 2, and running it in is the tight end Lawson Albright. Took the direct snap and runs it in for 2. And the Cats have a 15-0 lead with 6:44 to go here in the first quarter of play. Get ready for game day with the Northwestern Tailgate Guide. Get great recipes and more by visiting nusports.com/publications to access your free copy. 15-0 Northwestern. 6:44 to go first quarter. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Experience the best of downtown Evanston when you stay at the Hilton Orrington. The newly renovated hotel features all new guest rooms and suites. This season, score sensational offers close to Northwestern events with seasonal packages and accommodations suited for families, graduates, and sports fans, including unique corner quad accommodations featuring 4 connecting guest rooms and a private corridor. When you want to be in the center of game day action, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay. Visit hilton.com/Orrington Evanston to learn more.
You're invited to a night like no other, where elegance meets enchantment. Join the Geneva Lake Women's Association for their signature fundraising event, Music of the Night, a formal masquerade ball inspired by the Phantom of the Opera at the Grand Geneva Resort and Spa on Saturday, October 25th. Enjoy signature cocktails, a multi-course dinner, music, entertainment, dancing, silent and live auctions supporting local charities, and more. A night of elegance, entertainment, and impact. For tickets and info, visit glwa.net/gala Music of the Night.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team. Here's Dave Ennett and Wildcat Football.
Wildcat Football is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance, protecting your business vehicles 24/7. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com. The Wildcats' first touchdown drive was about the running of Cam Porter. The second drive was the passing of Preston Stone. Stone on the drive, 3 for 3 for 63 yards and a touchdown. His first touchdown pass as a Wildcat, the 36th of his college career. A 5-yarder rather, to Hayden Elegon. And the Cats made the 2-point conversion. They're up 15-0.
Yeah, both touchdown series were similar. 302 in the first, 309 in the second. Both 70-plus yards, 75 and 78. Both 6 plays. So they've scored quickly on both of their opening series.
Baez, the deep man, as Helms puts it in the air, and Baez will signal for a fair catch. And Western will take it out at the 25-yard line. 15-0 in favor of the Cats. Now you want to keep that pedal down. This team clearly has come out determined to
make up
give
for
a better showing
Yeah.
than we saw last week. So Western starting from the 25-yard line. Wildcats with Aiden Hubbard, Anto Saka, the defensive ends. Najee Story, Carmine Bastone, the tackles on that defensive line. And off a fake, Irvin takes it himself, and he's wrapped up and twisted down by Brendan Flakes and Mac Uline. It was Flakes who was in there. Correcting not Story on that play, but gain of only a yard for the quarterback, Irvin. Last year, Irvin threw for 174 yards, 17 of 29, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. 2nd down and 9. Just across the 25-yard line. And Irvin will hand it off, and Holman slowed and then stopped as he reaches the 30. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. The stop made by Uline again. Mac Uline last week, 2 tackles for loss, 9 tackles. The 2 TFLs, 6th in the Big Ten, 23rd nationally in week 1. So 3rd down, Western Illinois. 5:40 to go, first quarter, 15-0 the Northwestern lead. Trips to the right side for the Leathernecks. Irvin in the gun, sends Anaya in motion. Snap to Irvin, throwing right, nice grab. Damari Davis reaching up high to yank it down, and a 1st down out to the 44-yard line. Fred Davis brings him down right away at the 39, make that, but a 1st down for the Leathernecks. Their first down of the game.
Yeah, Fred Davis had a good game last week. 4th leading tackler with 7 tackles, 5 solos. Pretty busy. Good tackle there, just over the 1st down marker, though.
They stack 2 receivers to the left. He'll hand it off to Holman, and Holman is covered up right around the 43. Got about 4, and then ran into Braden Bruss. Braden made his first start last week in New Orleans. 1 tackle for loss among his 6 stops. 2nd down and 6 coming up after the 4-yard pickup. Damari Davis out to the right side. 2 receivers left here for Irvin and the Leathernecks. They'll empty the backfield. Quarterback draw. Irvin hit by Uline, and down he goes at the 44-yard line. Only got a yard on the play. And it brings up another 3rd down for the Leathernecks.
Coaches watch film, and what happened a week ago in New Orleans was they ran a lot of quarterback design runs. They would take their lead runner and make him the lead blocker. He would follow behind him. So believe me, they're going to try that until it's stopped. Well, nice job there of defending the quarterback rush.
3rd down for Western Illinois. 5 yards to go at the 44 of Western. Irvin under pressure, throw tipped in the air, intercepted. Uline's got it, and he's tripped up just inside midfield. It was tipped in the air. Uline caught it on the way down. The Wildcats have their first takeaway of the season, and they've got the ball with a 15-0 lead with 3:37 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, he had a blitzer right in front of his face, and Chris Irvin knew that he had to get rid of it in a hurry, and boy, he did, and he threw it tipped first and then right into the hands of Uline. Boy, he took a shot just as he got rid of the ball. Nice heads-up play in the secondary for the Cats.
All right, so the Wildcats will have it in Western Illinois territory. They'll mark it at the 47. That is the first career interception for Mac Uline.
And Dave, you just mentioned Bruss a play ago. It was Bruss who came in there on a linebacker blitz out of his inside linebacker spot. And man, he put the hammer down to Chris Irvin. Nice job of disrupting and getting him off his mark in the pocket.
So the Cats already up 15-0, and now a short field on which to work. Cats fans, Northwestern trusts IAS branding with the Wildcats brand. Let IAS branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics, be the solution for your branded merchandise and promotional products. Visit iasbranding.com to learn more. So the pass intercepted by Uline, giving the Cats the ball at the 47. The Wildcats a year ago had 10 interceptions. They've got their first one this season, and a chance to add to this 15-0 lead. And Irvin, I mentioned, had not thrown an interception in his still rather young college career until now. So a lot of firsts we're seeing here tonight, including Uline's first pick, and it was Braden Turner who tipped the ball. Braden Turner is the guy who tipped it. So,
well, this is definitely the way you want to start your first home game.
The Cats in Western Territory at the 47-yard line.
On Western Illinois, 47-yard line.
And Caleb Komalafe is in a running back to start this series. And Joseph Hyman is in as a wide receiver. He'll go in motion to the left. Back to throw is Stone. Lots of time. Throwing left. And a great catch coming back to make the catch in a crowd is Wilde down near the 31-yard line. There were 3 white jerseys around him, and somehow Stone was able to pick Wilde out in that crowd. Amua Tuisvura was the defender on the play, but nice job by Wilde, who's already got 3 catches for 58 yards here in the first quarter.
Well, Preston had a lot of time in the pocket. That was a slow developing route all the way across the field, and was a great throw into a lot of traffic.
This time they'll flip it to Chase Farrell, running to the right. It shakes off a tackle in the backfield, lost the ball, and I think Western's got it. Yep. As he tried to break that tackle, the Cats return the favor and turn it back over at the 34-yard line. Justin Richardson comes up with a fumble, and the Wildcats have their 6th turnover of the year, and Western now has it at their own 34. So an exchange of turnovers here late in the first quarter.
And Dave, we talked about how we want Chase Farrell to get more of the football. He's the transfer from Stanford. He's got a couple years left after this, and he's a guy that can really burn it. And he was really in Nowheresville because they did a great job of containing him when he came across that formation, and then he tried to spin out of it, and that's where the fumble occurred.
At the 34 of Western, Irvin right back out there with the offense. He'll hand it off. Holman slides across the 35 to the 36, and that's it. As he's wrapped up, brought down by Michael Kilbane, young defensive lineman for the Wildcats, who saw a lot of playing time last week. 3rd in sacks on this team a year ago. Again on the play of just about 3. It'll be second down and call it a long 7 yards. They stack 2 receivers left, 2 out to the right. And here's the snap. Irvin hands it off. Holman is wrapped up first by Richie Haggerty, and then help arrives in the person of Gardner Wallace to finish the play. He might have lost a yard on that one, and it brings up 3rd down for Western.
Dave, I like Richard Haggerty, the way he worked down the line of scrimmage from his right end spot. That ball was running away from him over the right end, and he tracked it down, never gave up, got a TFL. Great job. Only one tackle last week, but he's involved in this defense.
Richie missed all of last season with an injury. 3rd down and 8. The Leathernecks 1 for 3 on 3rd down. 3rd and 8 from their own 36. 15-0 Northwestern late first quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. Snap to Irvin. Pocket collapsing, being chased. Heaves it towards the sidelines and out of bounds. He had to because Aiden Hubbard was all over him, and he just wisely got rid of the ball. And so after the turnover in the sudden change situation, the Cats defense rises up and forces Western to punt.
Yeah, nice 3 and out, the second one of the game, and there was just a lot of collapse in the middle of that formation. He rolled out, and there was no chance. He had Saka, he had Aiden Hubbard, he had a lot of guys in his face.
Drogemuller to punt for the second time, standing at his own 21-yard line. Drew Wagner back in single safety, and over-end punt taken by Wagner. He'll return, he's got some room. Back to the 30, flag is down, and so is Wagner at the 36-yard line. Penalty marker down. Peyton Bradford downfield on special teams for Western to make the stop. With 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. It's been an action-packed first quarter, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
A play-by-play guy's dream.
Legal block in the back. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10.
That is the first penalty on either team tonight. Wildcats coming in third to last in the Big Ten in the penalty department, and not in a good way. Penalties bit them a few times last week against Tulane. Next week, the Oregon Ducks will be here at Northwestern Medicine Field for an 11 a.m. kickoff. 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 20. With 1:08 to go, first quarter. Komalafe and Hyman lined up behind the quarterback Stone, and now they'll split to either side of him. And Stone will dump it off to Hyman, trying to take it wide left, and he's tripped up on a shoestring tackle by the Leathernecks, Kevin Washington Jr. Final minute, first quarter. Kind of like the look of that, though, right? You fake as if you're going to give to one of those guys, and then you throw to the other one.
Yeah, really good deception there. He had everybody moving to the right, and then he flipped out to the left, and, of course, Hyman, he had a linebacker covering him pretty good.
Komalafe, the lone running back now behind the quarterback Stone. On second down, play fake. Stone, quick throw, short left, bobbled, caught by the Wildcats' Ricky Amarazzi, and he lunges forward for a first down across the 40-yard line. Brought down by Christian Pierce and Justin Richardson. Looked like that was going to be for shorter yardage, and he picked up some extra yardage after the catch. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. First down for the Cats. For their own 41-yard line, they're going to let the quarter run out. So, the first quarter has come to an end. Wildcats fans, score a touchdown for your taste buds on game days with Odyssey Brands Greek yogurt and feta cheese, made by 4 generations of master cheesemakers and available at your local grocer. End of one in Evanston. Northwestern leads Western Illinois 15-0. Back with the second quarter next is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. Our experts will diagnose and educate you on all the issues contributing to your basement seepage problems and guide you through customized solutions that will fit your needs. We make it easy every step of the way, and we'll treat your home with the same care and attention we'd give our own. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com and enjoy no interest if paid in full in 1 year. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Searching for a place to stay when visiting Northwestern? We've got you covered. When traveling for Parents Weekend or that ever-important home game, choose the Holiday Inn Chicago North Evanston. Situated just a short mile to Northwestern, our welcoming staff, oversized rooms, and suites in our beautifully renovated property will wow you. Simply ask for the preferred Northwestern rate at the Holiday Inn Chicago, North Evanston. Go Wildcats!
Hey fans, join us at Stacked and Folded before or after the game. Located at 824 Noyes Street, we're just a few short blocks from campus. We've got happy hour, a full bar, heated fire tables, weekend brunch, and fast, friendly service with a healthy and exciting menu. Follow us on Instagram at Stacked Social House or check out our website at www.stackedandfolded.com.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
We start the second quarter here at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. The Wildcats with a first down on their own 41-yard line, leading 15-0, going right to left here in the second. Handoff, Caleb Komalafe trying to bounce it out to the right side, cut down at the 40-yard line, and a loss of yardage on the play. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat football.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Caleb didn't lose, but he didn't gain either. No gain on the play. Second out and 10 for the 41 ball right between the hashes. 3 receivers out to the right with Wilde, the wide man. He's having a big game. So is quarterback Preston Stone, who's 9 for 9 passing. Second down and 10. Empty backfield for the 41-yard line. And Stone back to throw again. Has time. Over the middle. Leaping grab. Wilde in traffic. Ball come. Now they're going to rule it incomplete. Ball comes out after the fact, and a defender picked it up. Was advancing it for Western, but it's an incomplete pass. Wilde had it for a moment. Don Paul Keith was the defender, but that ball popped out of his arms, I think, on the way down. A lot of traffic there. And now it's 3rd and 10. And I think this is, Ted, the first third down of any real length the Cats have faced so far.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been a great first down team so far and second down team so far in this game, and that's how you stay out of these long passing situations. Now can they convert?
3rd and 10 for the Cats. 3 for 3 on third down so far tonight. Stone looks it over. Snap to Preston Stone. Back to throw. Rushes on. And he's going deep down the near side for Amarazi. Incomplete. Covered down the left boundary by Justin Richardson. Down around the 30-yard line of Western. So the Wildcats will have to boot it away.
Justin Richardson on the coverage.
That means Luke Akers last week averaged almost 48 yards a punt.
Number 13 for Western Illinois is now wearing number 99. Number 13 is wearing 99 for Western Illinois.
Anaya will be the deep man on the punt return. Standing around the 15-yard line of Western. And Akers with his heels on his own 27. Here's the snap and the kick. Angles it towards the far side. It's going to hit around the 20 and angles out of bounds. And the Leathernecks will be pinned pretty deep at their own end. The 15-yard line. We'll take a break. 13:53 to go first half. Northwestern leads Western 15-0. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Northwestern Wildcat fans. Remember to bring all the essentials to every game, including your Blue Cross and Blue Shield card, for a chance to be a part of the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois game ball delivery experience at an upcoming home game. Carry the card that gives you benefits wherever you are. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team, the Wildcats. Here's Dave Ennett with more Wildcat football.
And let's get a Wintrust sideline report from Jake Saunders, Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics and Chicago's bank. Jake?
Well, guys, it felt like for a second things were going to get out of hand here, and all of a sudden, you know, after a quick 3 and out there by the offense, all of a sudden the energy is mellowed out down here on the sideline. So we saw the response by the defense a second ago after the quick change. We knew that was something they wanted to focus on. And so it's going to be another big stop here to keep the momentum going in Northwestern's favor.
Good news is field position favors the Wildcats. Western on their own 15, going left to right here in the second quarter. Irvin awaits the snap, gets it. Irvin back to his own 5, under pressure, heaves it off balance, and it's dropped. I don't even know how he found the receiver on that play. That was Anaya who had it, and that was an off-balance throw under heavy pressure. Fred Davis had the coverage. It goes as an incompletion. It's second down and 10.
Fred Davis did a wonderful job coming back to the football and basically tangling himself up with the arm of the receiver, pulled the arm out, and the ball dropped down. Incomplete pass. Nice defensive job.
Denham, one of 2 receivers out to the right side here on second down and 10 for Western. And Irvin to throw it again. This time he will throw to the right. He's got Denham. No, broken up. He had Denham, but Dylan Tatum came over and broke it up. The transfer from Michigan State. And now it brings up third down and 10.
Both of the last 2 plays have been by transfers. Fred Davis from Jacksonville State, and you just mentioned Michigan State. Both those guys were not supposed to be starters, but they're starting now, and they're doing a great job. Both started last week.
Denham, a transfer from Portland State. Lots of transfers. That's kind of the game in 2025. Third down and 10. Holman to the right of the quarterback, Irvin, who gets the snap back to his own 5. Throwing to the right side, and it's broken up, and Davis almost, I know he was thinking about jumping that route intended for Damari Davis and grabbing a pick 6 of his own. It is fourth down. The Cats force a 3 and out.
And Dave, if that ball was thrown up more in the helmet area, but it was thrown down at the knee level, it would have been a pick 6 because he kind of jumped the route, and he jumped it and knocked it out of the receiver's hands. Great job again by this corner.
Drogan Mueller punting from deep in his own end. Drew Wagner will let it bounce, and it takes a Wildcat bounce and stays on Western's side of the field. Cats will have it at the 48-yard line of Western Illinois with 13:30 to go. Here in the first half, it's Northwestern 15, Western nothing. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
At Guzman y Gomez, we are fast food athletes say yes to. As a proud sponsor of Northwestern Athletics, GYG is serving up real clean burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Made fresh daily right here in Evanston and across Chicagoland. Stop by our restaurants in Naperville, Schaumburg, Crystal Lake, Buffalo Grove, Deerfield, Des Plaines, and of course, Evanston. GYG is here to fuel the community, whether it's dining in our restaurant, ordering through our Gomex app, or even catering with delicious food that's fast, fresh, and full of good vibes. Guzman y Gomez, fast food athletes say yes to.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I named my boat Sure Don't. Get it? The other day when my friend said, "Hey Larry, you want to head back in? It looks like it might rain." I said, "Sure don't." I guess they didn't get it because they didn't laugh.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it by insuring it with Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
Backlot Coffee is a community coffee shop located in the neighborhoods of Evanston, Old Irving Park, and Lincoln Square. At Backlot Coffee, we strive to be a comfortable, stimulating, and diverse community where people come together. We work hard each day to surprise our guests with kindness. Visit us at backlotcoffee.com. See you around the neighborhood.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
13:30 to go first half. Northwestern gets the ball at the 48-yard line of Western. Cats are up 15-0. It was about this point in the game last week in Champaign. Western was down 14-0, and then Illinois put up 17 in the second quarter to break it wide open. The Wildcats have a chance to do that right now. Just across midfield, the 48-yard line. First down and 10. Cam Porter back into running back behind the quarterback, Preston Stone. On first down, Stone to throw. Stone looking down the left side. Farrell's there, but the ball falls incomplete. It looked like he got turned around, and the pass fell between him and the defender, Melini Tia. And it will be second down and 10. So after starting 9 for 9 passing, Stone's last 3 passes have fallen incomplete. Still having a very good night. It'll be second down and 10.
Well, that last drive for Western Illinois, 3 and out in 23 seconds. Yep. That's why the Cats are on the field and in the plus territory so quickly.
Second down and 10 for the Wildcats. The Western 48. Is Stone throwing left, got Elegant open under the coverage. Taken down inside the 40 at the 36, and a penalty marker down. That was a kind of a slow developing play as Stone faked the handoff to Cam Porter, and it looks like
ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Yeah, Dave, that was an RPO, and that's what the offensive linemen have to be very careful of, particularly in college football, because they call that a lot more than they do in the NFL. But that he was downfield a good 5 yards. You could see the official putting his hat down where he was, and it was a pretty good, pretty easy call for the line judge there. You got to be careful on those RPOs.
Second down and long now. The Cats are back on their own side of the field. Second down and 15. Shy of midfield. Here's Cam Porter, takes it off right tackle to the 50, lowers his shoulder. 2 flags come flying in as Cam gets to the 44-yard line, where he's tripped up by Oamua Tuisabura.
Penalty. Second down.
So this is turning into a penalty fest on this drive. This series, it's hardly can be called a drive, as the Cats are going the wrong way. They started this at the 48 of the Leathernecks. Now they're back at their own 37. And it is second down and 25. What do you call it, second and 25, Teddy?
I don't have a handbook for that.
Single receiver out to the left side. Here's Stone to throw it on second and long. Has time, throws under the coverage, Albright, and makes the first man miss. Takes it across the 40 to the 42, and now it's third down, and looks like it'll be about 20 yards to go.
And in this case, a punt is a good play. Nothing wrong with the punt here, and get it. You know, obviously you're going to try to get maybe 10, 12 yards here, but getting 20 yards is going to be kind of tough. So don't do anything stupid. He did a nice job there checking down to his tight end. Same thing, if nothing's open downfield, check it out and punt.
Oamua Tuisabura made the stop. It's third down and 20 for the Wildcats for their own 42, and Stone will throw it. He tries to set up a screen and does to Porter, and Porter to the 45 out near midfield. And just tripped up. Did not get to the original line of scrimmage. Shy of the midfield marker to the 49-yard line, and cut down there by Justin Buckner. But the Cats now will have to give up the football. 11:20 to go here the first half, still 15-0.
Luke Akers did an excellent job of targeting that punt. Well towards the numbers on the right side. This time he'll probably go to the left.
Akers on to punt. And now a penalty marker down. It looks like a false start against the Cats. So,
penalty, 4th down.
So that's the 3rd penalty on this series. And the Cats will move back 5 yards. Anaya, the deep man for the Leathernecks. The Cats have outgained Western 199-27 total offense. Feels like there should be more points on the board when you see a score like that. All right, Akers now on his own 29-yard line. As Anaya moves up, here's the snap, and here is the boot. And Anaya will signal fair catch, backpedals and makes it at the 14-yard line. So again, Western has poor field position. There is a flag on the play. Both teams have
There is
adjourned.
no foul on the previous play. The block and press has been deemed legal. 1st and 10, Western Illinois.
Okay, so Cats send their defense back on the field. 10:47 to go.
You know, I mentioned that last series was 23 seconds, but the 3 series before, Cats pushed him to a 3-and-out, interception by Matt Uline, and another 3-and-out. So they have 3 3-and-outs and an interception so far on defense.
First down from the 15-yard line for Western Illinois, their own 15. They'll hand it off. Holman, big hole through the left side, and he's cut down in the secondary by Garner Wallace, but he picks up a first down. That's probably their biggest offensive play of the night, and a gain out to the 27-yard line, 12-yard pickup. First down for Western. Trying to cut into a 15-0 Wildcat lead. Irvin looks it over. Irvin, snap, quick throw to the right. He's got his man Anaya inbounds right around the 32-yard line.
Anaya, great catch there around the shoestring there, right in front of the Northwestern bench. Got his feet or 1 foot down. That's all he needs in college football. Very low throw, but a nice shoestring catch.
Pick up of 5, 2nd down and 5 from the 32. As Irvin gets the snap under pressure, throws quickly, diving catch.
Same play.
And again, Damari Davis on the reception. And he had to get rid of it because there was heavy pressure coming.
Yeah,
Josh Fussell, the defender, but a first down for Western. And they get it out to the 38-yard line. It's their 3rd first down of the game.
Evan Smith playing a little soft on those last 2 receptions. This time now he's in press.
And back to throw. Irvin on first down. Lets it go. Tipped away beautifully by Braden Bruss. So the pass intended for Anaya around midfield. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Well, the outside linebacker on that side, he's got the flank. He's got anything that's going to come out on the numbers. They drove off the corner. They were on press corner, so he's got anything shallow. Nice job by Bruss coming over there and covering the receiver.
15-0 Northwestern, 9:09 to go first half. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line of Western. And Irvin, little pump fake, pocket collapsing, heaves it down the far side and overshoots everybody. The intended receiver was, I believe, Denham, and the coverage to Braden Turner, and there's a penalty marker down. And
personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh.
Defense, number 4, contacted the quarterback's head. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's Antosaka, and that is yet another penalty on the Cats. And this will give them a fresh set of downs. And Saka was shaken up on the play. Now he's walking off over to the Wildcat bench.
Yeah, Saka put a speed rush on the outside of the offensive right tackle. He got around him pretty quickly, but the quarterback started to work left out of the pocket. He let go of the ball. Saka should see that and kind of hold up He did not. He just ran right over the top of him from the back. They're going to make that call every single time on a pass rusher.
So the Leathernecks have crossed midfield at the Northwestern 47, thanks to that penalty, and it's a first down.
Yeah, 2 first down catches and a penalty will get you to midfield in a hurry.
And across it. And on first down, they'll hand it off to Holman, try to cut back. Stood up, and now help arrives, and he's cut down to the 45 after a 2-yard pickup. Braden Turner on the stop along with Matt Uline. So this game is kind of bogged down after a crisp, crackling start for the Wildcats.
Yeah, they came right out of the box in their first 2 series, 75-plus yards for both of them, both 6. Excuse me.
Look over there.
Yeah, sorry.
Second down at 7. Snap to Irvin. And he lofts one, going for Davis. Tipped away by Fussell. Good coverage by Josh Fussell inside the 25-yard line. Help also from Rob Fitzgerald. And it brings up third down for Western. And I almost wonder if you're the coach of Western, Joe Davis, if you're thinking in this matchup, if you're across midfield, if this isn't 4-down territory for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, particularly if he gets across the 40, anytime his unit, offensive unit, gets beyond the 40, he's going to think about 4 down.
Third down and 7 at the Northwestern 44-yard line. Irvin with Holman to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and
delay game. Offense, 5-yard penalty.
And 5 yards the other way. The Leathernecks with a false start, and they will be pushed back close to midfield. To the Northwestern 49. Now they face third down and 12. Here come Bastone and Haggerty for the Wildcats. Tight end. Alex Williams shifts to the right side. Now he motions across the formation. Snap to Irvin. Irvin, quick pop, short left, and the receiver drilled right away by Rob Fitzgerald. The catch made by Joel Salian, but it is fourth down and 8 yards to go, and they are going to keep the offense on the field. Western 0 for 2 on fourth down against Illinois last week in a 52-3 loss, and now a timeout taken by Northwestern with 7:52 to go here in the first half. Cats up 15-0, and Western facing fourth down here. We'll take a break. 15-0 Northwestern, 7:52 to go first half. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. Our experts will diagnose and educate you on all the issues contributing to your basement seepage problems and guide you through customized solutions that will fit your needs. We make it easy every step of the way, and we'll treat your home with the same care and attention we'd give our own. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com and enjoy no interest if paid in full in 1 year. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota Gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try the soup.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football, presented by Wintrust. Now back to the action. Here's Dave Ennett.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com. That's syncmygame.com to find out how. 4th down for Western Illinois. They have decided not to go for it on 4th down after all. They send on the punt team. That means Luke Drogemuller on, and Drew Wagner will drop back inside his own 10 to await this punt on 4th and 8 from the Northwestern 45-yard line. But Drogemuller standing back at his own 40. Drogemuller out of Cumming, Georgia, is a junior. $15-0 Northwestern. Pat's about to get the ball.
Once again, it's 4th down with 8 to go.
Here's the snap to Drogemuller. Gets the punt away under some pressure. Fair catch signaled and made by Drew Wagner at the 10-yard line.
Drew Wagner,
the Cats will be pinned back deep this time with 7:46 to go here in the first half. Cats leading 15-0.
Cats blew a great opportunity when they were on the midfield on a short field, and then a series of mishaps got them in 3rd and 25, I think, 3rd and 20, and now they gotta make up for it because they're back at their own 10-yard line.
Well, it's twice in the last 3 series, Ted, because remember, you also had the fumble by Farrell.
Yeah.
And they were driving there. 1st down from the 10. And Stone looks it over. Stone hands it off, and there's nowhere to go for the running back, Cam Porter. He'll lose yardage this time inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, there was some serious breakdown right in the middle of the Cats' offensive line. Really, they had a defender in the backfield just after the handoff. No chance whatsoever to run that ball.
Marked it at the 7, 2nd and 13. So a 3-yard loss.
Big TFL there for Western Illinois.
For Miller on the defensive line. So it's 2nd down and long here. And Stone will throw it out on a wide receiver screen. Got it complete to Wagner. Works his way back to the 10, the original line of scrimmage on a wide receiver screen, and Washington takes him down. Might have gotten an extra yard too, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 9. 6:44 to go, and what has so far been a scoreless second quarter.
Yeah, he was hoping to get a block from his wide receiver on that quick screen, but he did not, and then it was 3 against 1.
Cats have failed on their last 2 third downs, 3rd and 9 for their own 11.
Got to be careful here when you're backed up in your own end zone.
Stone with trips to the right side. Porter to his left. Snap to Stone. Back to the 2-yard line. Lots of time. Now scrambling to his left. Running out of room. He'll head to the sidelines. Gets hit right on the boundary. The Cats wanted a flag. There was none. The defender was Bradford. It is 4th down. Now the Wildcats will have to punt.
Wilde did a very good job there. Lots of time in the pocket.
I have something on Ake.
He had to move to his left. He got outside the numbers, and he was trying to find the receiver. I looked downfield. Everybody was covered. He did not force a throw there. Just took his medicine and got out of bounds.
Western likely to get good field position here. Anaya standing up around the 45-yard line. Akers 5 yards deep in the end zone to our right. Here's the snap. Here's the kick, and a boomer by Luke Akers. And fair catch signaled and made by Anaya as he glided to his right around the 48-yard line of Western. Still good field position for the Leathernecks with 5:38 to go here in the first half. So the Leathernecks take over near midfield. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your Star of the North getaway at Explore Minnesota. Sign up for newsletters at exploreminnesota.com. All right, 1st and 10. Western from their own 48. As Irvin gets the snap, delayed handoff to Holman, who can't get away from Bastone. And yanks him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Let's get a quick check of scores from Mark Harmon here in the booth.
All right, Dave, one game going on in the Big Ten, 1:29 to go, second quarter. Maryland leading Northern Illinois 10-0. The Huskies do have the football, though, inside the Terps' 20-yard line. Elsewhere tonight, light schedule. James Madison leading Louisville 7-6 at the half. Coming up in a little bit, Boise State, Eastern Washington.
2nd and 10, Western from their own 48. And the play fake under pressure, and down goes Irvin. Michael Kilbane and Carmine Bastone take down the quarterback. And a loss on the play back inside the Western 45-yard line. The Wildcats with their second sack of the season.
Kilbane came from the outside. Carmine Bastone comes from the inside. And both of them were on the quarterback very quickly. He had no chance. His best chance was to grab for grass or throw it away. He had a chance to do neither.
3rd and 15, Western for their own 43. And under pressure again, Irvin gets rid of the ball, incomplete. He was under heavy pressure from Kilbane and Aiden Hubbard that time. And the pass falls incomplete, well off the mark, just a desperation throw. And so the Leathernecks go 3 and out. This is becoming a punting contest.
Well, you had never known the way the first quarter played out, but this will definitely be the 4th 3 and out for Western Illinois.
Drew Wagner standing at the 14-yard line. Drogemuller puts it in the air. It'll hit in front of Wagner and takes a sideways hop and will be downed by Western inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. With 4:02 to go here in the first quarter of play. Timeout-wise, Western's got, in the first half of play, I should say, Western's got 3 timeouts, Northwestern has 2, and each team has the 2-minute timeout, which is 2 minutes and 2 seconds away.
And Dave, you mentioned how Preston Stone, the quarterback for the Cats, came out so hot. He's 9 for 9 at one point.
Yep.
And at that point, at the end of the first quarter, he had hit 6 different receivers. And since then, yes, it's been a very mellow second quarter with no production from either team.
Joe Hyman's the running back, 2 receivers right. Wing to the left here for the Wildcats on 1st and 10 from their own 17. Wagner comes in motion, handoff, Hyman right side, turns the corner, 20, 25, and pushed out of bounds near the first down marker. Let's see where they marked him out. It is a first down for Hyman. Richardson chases him out, but not before he picks up a first down out to the 27-yard line, a gain of 10 for Joseph Hyman II.
Last week we talked about the 4-minute drill at the end of each half, at the end of the first half. You've got to be productive. You like to get something with 4 minutes left to go. You give it to Joe Hyman, you're going to get a first down with his kind of speed. That helps.
He's in there behind Porter as well. And now they will split on 1st and 10. The give is to Hyman, who's thrown down across the 30, up at the 33, and a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, good run.
Just about 6 yards before Christian Pierce is able to get hold of him. 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Now they're going to move it back a yard to the 32, but 2nd and 5 upcoming.
Dave, you had both, as you mentioned, you had both running backs, Hyman and Porter in the backfield, slotted behind the quarterback. And Cam Porter was the lead back for his buddy. Nice job, good pickup.
Now it's just Hyman who shifts to the right of Stone, gets the handoff, running left, got some room to the 40, running hard inside the 40 to the 38, and he's got another first down for the Wildcats.
Joe Hyman had 2 defenders right in front of him. He had the safety in the corner. He had nowhere to go. Says, I'm going to try to split him and go right between them. He did. He got an extra 4 yards, but he had already gotten the first down at that point. He said, I'm just going to split these guys and get another extra 4, and he did.
Another 10-yard pickup for Hyman. Hatzer running the ball very well, which is how they began the game. 2:10 to go in the first half. Wildcats 1st and 10 from their own 42, up 15-0. And Stone takes, hands it off. This time Hyman is buried behind the line.
Oh,
no chance that time.
And that was a jailbreak right there. I'm not sure what happened on the right side of the
Jalen
offensive
Riven
line.
takes him down, but that will get us to the 2-minute timeout. A minute 58 showing on the clock and a 15-0 Northwestern lead. From August 27th to December 5th, help Northwestern score big by donating blood. Abbott and the Big Ten are teaming up, and the school with the most donations wins $1 million for student community help. Donate anywhere, then visit big10.org/Abbott to make it count for Northwestern. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now.
Well, Dave, the Cats started on the 22-yard line, and they moved it out all the way out to the 40 with a couple of good runs by their running game. Got 2 first downs, but then the right offensive tackle, Martise Lewis, a transfer from Minnesota, just really whiffed on his defensive end, and that's the guy that came in there and disrupted that for a big loss. They're now behind the chains almost, 2nd and 15.
Deuce McGuire started. He and Martez Lewis continue to alternate at the right tackle spot for the Wildcats.
And that's the one spot on this entire offensive line that they probably have the most concerned about. Both these guys have a little something to contribute, but neither of them have the full package when you want to play right tackle. So that's why they're kind of trading off there early in the non-conference to see if they can get one guy that basically stands out over the other.
Wildcats have rushed for 84 yards. They have 220 yards of offense here in the first half. Keep in mind, they had 237 the entire game against Tulane. They're certainly on pace for a much better night statistically, but I just feel like you want to really gain control of this one. And now the Cats face 2nd and 14 with the ball at their own 38-yard line.
And Dave, you never want to keep your opponent hanging around with a lot of hope. You want to really shut the door on them.
You and I have done this for a while, Ted. We've seen that happen. And it doesn't always end well.
Well, we're positive up here.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's when you have an opportunity, better grab hold of it. 2nd down and 14. Cats from their own 38. Porter back in a running back to the right of Stone. 3 receivers to the right side. And now Wilde motions left. Snap to Stone. Stone with time. Pops it over the middle. Porter's got it 45. Twisted down in midfield. Short of the first by just a couple of yards. Brought down by Guillory and a timeout taken.
Charge timeout. Western Illinois. 30 seconds in length.
Western takes time. With the Cats facing 3rd and 2 at midfield. Minute 50 to go in the half.
And Dave, Wilde came in motion as you called it, and then he went right down and ran just a straight beeline right down the numbers, and he looked there first, but he was double covered. He did the smart thing. Preston Stone checked down to Cam Porter, who picked up very, very positive yard, picked about 12 yards. Now there's 3rd and 2 or less. That's where you want to be on 3rd down. Great job of checking down and not taking a risky throw.
Preston 13 of 16, 148 yards and a touchdown here in the first half. And now facing 3rd and 2, the Wildcats on 3rd down, 3 of 6 on the night. They could certainly use one right here.
Yeah, I got to think this is 4 down territory, Dave.
Cats hustle up to the line. Pistol formation. Porter, the running back, gets the handoff. Gets down to the 49-yard line, but didn't quite get enough. Now it is going to be 4th down.
Second charge timeout. Western Illinois, 30 seconds in length.
So another timeout taken by Western. Cats face 4th down and 1. And I would think they'll go for it here.
Yes, I got to think so.
The Wildcats began this possession on their own 17 with 4 minutes to go. Clock down to a minute 45 now. And they have got a 3-minute edge and a little less than that in time of possession here in the first half. 15-0 lead on the scoreboard. Austin Albright, the tight end, out to the right. Now the Cats huddle up again. Coming out of this timeout. The scoreboard says 4th and 1. It sure looks a little longer than that, doesn't it?
A tad.
Almost 2. 4th down. There's Porter, and Porter won't get there. And a penalty marker down.
Maybe it's offsides on the defense. Number 0, maybe?
Yes, it was. You're right. Good call. The Western defensive players were headed off the field.
Offside. Defense number 0 lined up in the neutral zone. That 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So wonder he got there so fast.
It did seem that way, didn't it?
He did. He broke right around the right end. And, you know, they had 6 men. They had 6 men on the line of scrimmage with that tight end. They were strong right. He was outside that tight end, but he got there in the backfield so quick.
Cats down to the 44 of Western, 1st and 10, and Stone to throw. Good protection. Over the middle, complete. A first down to Wilde inside the 35, and he reaches the 29-yard line. First down, Pierce able to control him, but a first down for the Wildcats. Gain of 15 yards, first down.
Yeah, they brought the blitz. They had good protection. He stood in there and delivered. Wilde got open.
Minute 25 to go. Stone to throw again. Looking on a slant to Amarazzi. Almost broke it. Just tripped up inside the 15-yard line. First down for the Wildcats. Guillory the stop. He was the guy who was offsides. First down after a 13-yard pickup. And here is Stone back to throw. Lofts one middle of the end zone for Albright off his fingertip. Incomplete. Going for the tight end. Guillory had the coverage. Lawson Albright, who earlier tonight scored the first college points of his career on a 2-point conversion. Could not bring that in. Second down and 10. Clock stopped a minute 11 to go. Ball is on the 15-yard line of Western Illinois.
Western Illinois has brought heat every single time. We've gotten good protection, and he's been able to deliver it every time except just that last one in the middle of the end zone.
Elegant to the right, Amarazzi, and Wilde to the left. Komalafe gets the handoff, and he's got running room inside the 5 and cut down to the 4. There was a big hole there on the cutback, and he runs it down inside the 5-yard line. Where are they going to mark it? No, I take that back. They marked the ball
at the 5.
At the 5, so he's short.
It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and about a yard. The stop made by Tia. Cats are up to the line. 3rd down and 1. And here is Stone handing, and Komalafe is stood up and driven back. Didn't get there. It's going to be 4th down again.
Yeah, he lost some there. Such a good run. The run before, where he did cut it back. He looked at his offensive tackle, saw a little.
Second charge, timeout, Northwestern.
It looked like he was taking that defensive end where he wanted to go was outside, and he was probably had containment responsibilities. He cut underneath and picked up good yards. That time they stacked it up. There was nowhere to run.
12th play of the drive coming up. It's 4th down and 1 at the 6. Well, you went for it on 4th down moments ago. Got some help in converting. 4th down here. Luke Akers warming up that kicking leg, but let's see if he gets called upon.
Nope.
And I don't think so. So the Wildcats 4th down and 1 at the 6. Up 15-0 late first half, 33 seconds to go. Komalafe, the running back behind Stone. Stone looks it over. Here's the 4th down call for the Cats. Snap to Stone. He's going to throw on 4th down, looking to the right side of the end zone. Touchdown! It's the tight end, Hunter Welsing, in the right corner of the end zone. First touchdown of his career. Second touchdown pass tonight for Preston Stone, and the Wildcats lead it 21-0.
Yeah, Western Illinois was playing run all the way. They had everybody inside tackle to tackle. They were not going to give up that 4th and 1, and they did a good job of getting their tight end open nice catch, and what a throw. I mean, that was a beautiful throw. Only he could catch it.
Luke Akers on to attempt the PAT. The snap kick on the way by Luke is up and good. And so the Wildcats go 83 yards in 12 plays, using up 3:34. The drive started with 4:02, so basically they used up most of the remaining 4 minutes of the half. On fourth down, a 6-yard pass from Preston Stone to Hunter Welsing. It is 22-0 Northwestern. Let's bring in Jake Saunders with a Wintrust sideline report.
Well, guys, just paying attention to the body language of Preston Stone throughout this game, he just looks so much more calm and comfortable. In between each drives, we saw the offense stall here late in the middle of the second quarter here, and he seemed unfazed. Really calm, knew what he had to do when he ran back out on the field, and he looks much more in control of this offense. Other thing, too, you can definitely tell there's a commitment to the run game here. Cam Porter already has more touches in this first half than he had in the entire game in Tulane.
All right, thank you, Jake. 28 seconds left.
And Dave, I think you made a very good point. You know, he did not play at all last year after he broke his leg and sat right on the sidelines at SMU. And I think he needed to kind of get himself, a little lathered up a little bit.
Here's the kickoff by Helms to restart play. It'll be Baez from the 3-yard line. Baez spun around, tries to change direction, and thrown down at the 11-yard line. Good coverage on special teams for the Cats. And that time it was Evan Smith downfield to make the stop. So 23 seconds to go, and Western Illinois has one timeout remaining and poor field position, their own 12-yard line.
Well, after a dry spell, we got a little action here, Dave, in the finally with a minute left to go in this first half.
Let's see if we have more right here. As Irvin awaits the snap, hands it off to Holman, and Holman tries to take it right. He's knocked down by Mac Uline, as I believe that's going to do it for the half. The Leathernecks not in any particular hurry here. We're down to 5 seconds. They're going to run a play. 3, 2, 1, no. That's it. We've reached the end of the first half, and the Wildcats will gladly take a 22-0 lead to the locker room here at halftime. We've reached the end of the half. The score, Northwestern 22, Western Illinois nothing. We'll be right back with the Northwestern Medicine halftime show in a moment. This Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohls.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit one prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohls.com for official rules and details.
Hey Wildcats, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Northwestern t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Northwestern in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Searching for a place to stay when visiting Northwestern? We've got you covered. When traveling for Parents Weekend or that ever-important home game, choose the Holiday Inn Chicago North Evanston. Situated just a short mile to Northwestern, our welcoming staff, oversized rooms, and suites in our beautifully renovated property will wow you. Simply ask for the preferred Northwestern rate at the Holiday Inn Chicago, North Evanston. Go Wildcats!
It's halftime. Once again, we turn things over to the voice of the Wildcats, Dave Ennett.
Time now for the Northwestern Football Halftime Show presented by Northwestern Medicine. Dave Ennett and Ted Albrecht back here at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium in Evanston. Beautiful September night for football and a good first half for the Northwestern Wildcats. Bogged down a little bit in the second quarter, but they finished with a flourish. They have a 22-0 lead. Total offense in the first half, 277 yards. That's 40 more than they had the entire game last week against Tulane. Now, different team, different opponent. Tulane is, I think, a much better team than Western Illinois and playing at a different level of college football. But the fact remains, they had a lot of self-inflicted wounds last week, which for the most part they've avoided here tonight.
I think one of the key moments in this first half, Dave, was with 7:46 left to go in the half. Cats went 3 and out. They only had the ball for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Defense came back on the field and got their fourth 3 and out. They got the ball back then with just over 4 minutes left to go. We talked about the 4-minute drill. And then they went down and threw it in the end zone to their tight end. So 83 yards in 12 plays. I thought that was a defining moment after having a horrible series with only having the ball just over 2 minutes. They came back and scored.
And what got that drive going was the running game with Joe Hyman on 3 straight carries to start the drive.
Right, and they showed a little creativity in that backfield too by putting Cam Porter and Hyman in there together. Then I think they went with Hyman down the stretch. And you would think when they were down here on short yardage, they would have gone with Cam Porter, the bigger, more bulkier guy. But they said no because he's been on the bench the whole series. So they stayed with Hyman, and they delivered finally in the back of the end zone.
Well, if you remember, Cam was in on the 4th down play at midfield, and then Komalafe came in and had a nice run for them. But anyway, all's well that ends well for the Cats on that drive.
And we have to remember the best group offensively is probably the running back room. They've got 3 explosive running backs, and we all saw them on this last series.
Preston Stone, the quarterback in the first half, 16 of 20, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns. You will certainly take numbers like that. Chicagoland, for premium apparel and promotional products, look no further than IAS Branding, proud partner of Northwestern Athletics. The industry standard in corporate athletic and event merchandise, IAS Branding is your one-stop solution to bring your brand to life. Visit IASbranding.com to learn more. Mark Carmen has more of our Northwestern Medicine halftime show in a moment. At the half, Northwestern 22, Western Illinois nothing. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Experience Chicago from the water. Cruise the Chicago River and Lake Michigan on a Windella boat ride. Family owned and operated since 1935, Windella is Chicago's original architecture tour. Northwestern fans receive 20% off with promo code GOCATS. Again, that's promo code GOCATS. Book your tour online at WindellaBoats.com. Windella, the official boat tour of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Check out Comida Cantina on Central Street at ComidaEvanston.com, the hotspot for authentic Mexican and South American food and fun. Homemade enchiladas, empanadas, giant burritos, and the best street tacos. Our wood-fired grill adds that signature charm to delicious fish, steak, pork, chicken, and veggie entrees. With handcrafted cocktails, regional beers, tequila, and mezcal, it's perfect for family and friends. With outdoor street and rooftop seating, Comida at ComidaEvanston.com is open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday. That's ComidaEvanston.com.
Hey Northwestern, want to turn your dorm dreams into reality? At the Wayfair store in Wilmette, get inspired and shop for all your dorm essentials. We're talking futon, mini fridges, bedding, and so much more. All at can't-miss prices that work for every budget, so you can get back to what's important, game day. Go Wildcats! Head to the Wayfair store in Edens Plaza, Wilmette, and show your Northwestern student ID for 10% off.
Offer valid through 12/31/24 at the Wayfair store in Wilmette, Illinois. Must show a current student ID to qualify. Certain exclusions apply. See store associate for details.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
The Glen Club in Glenview is the proud home of Wildcats Golf. Recognized by Golf Week as one of the best courses you can play in Illinois and backed by Kemper Sports expertise, the Glen Club delivers more than just elite golf. The Glen Club also features a 48,000 square foot clubhouse, 3 stunning private event spaces, and a 21-room boutique hotel. Dine in the grill and relax by the terrace fire pit, or host your next unforgettable special event or golf outing. Learn more at theglenclub.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Northwestern University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
All right. This feels a whole lot better. Northwestern 22, Western Illinois nothing. Mark Harmon with you, and we are at halftime at Northwestern Medicine Field. How about those Cats so far tonight? We'll get to the highlights in a little bit here, but first, out-of-town scores proudly presented by Explore Minnesota. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your Star of the North getaway at exploreminnesota.com. One game in the Big Ten tonight, and we'll get to that in 1 second. First, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Got excited going to the scores. My bad. Maryland is leading Northern Illinois 10-3. They're at the half. Terps trying to get to 2-0. The Huskies came in 1-0. So that one... Huskies hanging right around as they're down a touchdown at the half. James Madison on top of Louisville, 7-6, 12:53 to go in the third quarter. 8 o'clock tonight, we've got Eastern Washington and Boise State. Let's take a peek at what we will see tomorrow in the Big Ten. 11 o'clock kickoffs. Number 2 Penn State and Florida International. Illinois on the road at Duke. The Illini a 2.5-point favorite in that one, both coming in 1-0. See if the Illini can look as good as they looked last week against Western Illinois. Iowa and Iowa State playing in Ames tomorrow. Indiana hosts Kennesaw State. Minnesota and Northwestern State. Those are 11 o'clock kicks. 2:30, number 1 in the country. The Ohio State Buckeyes hosting Grambling. Number 6 Oregon will be here next week, hosts Oklahoma State. Rutgers and Miami. 3 o'clock, the Badgers, Wisconsin home at beautiful Camp Randall. 28.5-point favorites taking on Middle Tennessee. And the night action tomorrow. This should be a good one. Number 15, Michigan, and number 18, Oklahoma. Nebraska is hosting Akron. USC with Georgia Southern. Michigan State and Boston College. And we've got Southern Illinois and Purdue, UCLA, UNLV, UC Davis, and Washington. We'll come on back with those first half highlights. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield. Cats up 22-0 on 720 WGN.
In this town, we know toughness. We fight through pain, get knocked down, and get back up. At Athletico, we bring that same heart to recovery. We don't just treat injuries. We see your drive, your purpose. We build recovery plans around your goals. Because you've already done the hard part. Now comes the power, the confidence, the comeback. Move like you mean it. Start today at Athletico.com. Physical therapy partner of the Northwestern Wildcats.
Experience Chicago from the water. Cruise the Chicago River and Lake Michigan on a Windella boat ride. Family owned and operated since 1935, Windella is Chicago's original architecture tour. Northwestern fans receive 20% off with promo code GOCATS. Again, that's promo code GOCATS. Book your tour online at WindellaBoats.com. Windella, the official boat tour of the Northwestern Wildcats.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Backlot Coffee is a community coffee shop located in the neighborhoods of Evanston, Old Irving Park, and Lincoln Square. At Backlot Coffee, we strive to be a comfortable, stimulating, and diverse community where people come together. We work hard each day to surprise our guests with kindness. Visit us at backlotcoffee.com. See you around the neighborhood.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team.
The Wildcats.
Presented by Wintrust. Here's Dave Ennett with more Wildcat football.
Dave coming back in a little bit. 22-0 Northwestern on a beautiful night for football at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. Second half action coming up. But first, let's look at those first half highlights. And your energizing highlights of the first half are powered by Constellation. To learn more, visit constellation.com/energy. Constellation, the preferred energy provider for Northwestern University athletics. All right, the Cats got the ball first. The offense immediately got rolling. They get across midfield, and they turn to their veteran running back.
Albright in motion, hands it to Porter. He's got the first down, and he breaks away. 30, 25, 20. There goes Cam. 10-5, touchdown Northwestern. The first touchdown of the year on a 43-yard scamper. Hard running by Cam Porter, and the Wildcats have their first lead of the season. It's 6-0.
Hard running indeed, the extra point, good breaking a tackle and looking like Cam Porter. 7-0 Cats. Western gets the football, they go 3 and out, and here comes drive number 2. Cats get down to the red zone, and after a couple attempts on the ground, they turn to their senior quarterback.
Snap to Stone, gonna throw, looking under pressure, steps up. Now he throws, touchdown. Hayden Elligan. About a yard deep in the end zone off the scramble. Stone able to buy some time and find him for his first catch of the year and his first career touchdown. And the Cats lead it 13-0.
Stone looking frisky, moving around. Beautiful throw. They go for 2, and that's good. 15-0 Cats. And then we sort of slowed down for a little bit right before the half. Cats mount one more drive. They get down in the red zone one more time. 4th down, kick it, go. They decide to go for it.
Snap to Stone. He's going to throw on 4th down, looking to the right side of the end zone. Touchdown! It's the tight end, Hunter Welsing, in the right corner of the end zone. First touchdown of his career. Second touchdown pass tonight for Preston Stone, and the Wildcats lead it 21-0.
Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. Extra point is good. 22-0. Stone 16 for 20, 183 yards, and 2 touchdown passes. That's feeling a whole lot better. All right, second half action coming up. Dave and Ted ready to go. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Northwestern fans, come hang out at Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, Chicago's favorite sports bar. A place that has something for everyone, including students. Show your valid student ID to get 15% off your bill and enjoy everything from great burgers, award-winning wings, and a wide selection of craft beer and cocktails. Can't make it to Jake's but looking for game day fuel? Head to JakeMelnicks.com for takeout and delivery options. Jake Melnick's Corner Tap at 41 East Superior Street. Come join us.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohl's.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit 1 prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
Sureway Movers is a moving company that has been serving residents and businesses in the United States for over 65 years. In addition to our traditional moving services, we also offer moves to commercial clients, those moving internationally, and we are proud to move our military. Your complete satisfaction with your move is our #1 focus at Sureway Movers. Visit SurewayMovers.com or call us at 877-807-5024 to request a free moving quote.
We all know that Chicago weather changes in an instant. Properly maintaining your HVAC equipment is budget friendly and helps to ensure a comfortable home all season. Whether it's a hot autumn or a chilly fall, you need to be ready. Equipment manufacturers all recommend annual clean and checks. Some warranty language actually requires it. Home Comfort is proud to be the preferred heating and cooling partner of Northwestern Athletics and their fans. More information about scheduling your maintenance visit is at homecomfort.net.
Wildcat football rolls on. The second half is coming your way. Here's Dave Ennett with the call.
Halftime festivities winding down here at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. And the two teams about to return. Western Illinois first from the northwest corner of Northwestern Medicine Field. They run across to the east sideline, and the Wildcats are gathered just beyond the north end zone, and they will take their turn and come to the west sideline here. We'll get the third quarter underway. 22-0. The Wildcats lead it here at the half. Some of the numbers in the first half. Total offense, Northwestern 277. Western just 60. On the ground, the Wildcats had 94 yards to 33 for Western Illinois. Through the air, it's even more lopsided, 183 to 27. Individually, Preston Stone, 16 of 20 passing, 2 touchdowns, and those 183 yards. Irvin, the quarterback for Western, 5 of 13 for 27 yards. Leading rusher for Western is Holman, 9 carries, 36 yards for the Wildcats. Cam Porter, 9 carries, 65 yards and a touchdown. Joseph Hyman II, 4 carries, 21 yards. Leading receiver in the game is Griffin Wilde of the Wildcats, 4 catches, 90 yards, including a 46-yarder. Amarazi, 3 catches for 52 yards, and Porter has 3 for 23. Leading receivers for Western Illinois, Damari Davis, 2 catches, 15 yards. Christian Anaya, 2 catches for 9 yards. Turnovers so far in the game, even at 1 apiece. And penalties, really an area that really favors Western Illinois. The Wildcats have been penalized 5 times for 45 yards, and a couple of those occurred really to kill a potential scoring drive or a promising drive in the second quarter, including a roughing the passer penalty. But it is 22-0. Western will get the ball first here in the third quarter. And Ted, I can't help but think back to last week when Tulane got the ball first in the third quarter and ate up the first half of the third quarter. Got a field goal out of it, but it was a backbreaker.
Yes, you know, you did absolutely right. They had the ball for 7 minutes in that very first quarter of the second half, and that kind of drained the clock a lot. And this is a totally different game, a totally different performance that we're seeing here by Northwestern. You mentioned 277 total yards, 183 of those being in the air. And again, now we're up to 9 different receivers with at least 1 catch or more. And 2 of those receivers with touchdowns. So he looks so comfortable in the pocket this week than he did a week ago. I mean, it's not even close. And he's got the command of the offense.
He has not faced the kind of pressure he faced last week.
Correctamundo. He's had a little bit of pressure, but not like last week.
Not like last week.
Not like last week.
And the running game is there. I mean, I just mentioned it. Cats have rushed for 94 yards last week. They rushed for 76 the entire game. But they were, as you pointed out in the pregame, the 3 running backs, Porter, Hyman, Komalafe, between them averaged 5.1 yards an attempt. But then they kind of got away from, they were playing from behind, they were throwing the ball. Different game. When you're ahead, you can run, and they've had success, and they did on that last series. And now the Cats will kick off to start the third quarter with Baez back deep for the Western Illinois Leathernecks, along with Eric Denham. And Henry Helms handling the kickoff chores tonight. Will boot it away from the 35-yard line, south end here at Northwestern Medicine Field. Here's the run up. Here is the kick. Short end over end kick. And Baez will run up and take it at the 12. And Baez looking for somewhere to go, breaks a tackle, but then he's spun around and dropped right around the 20-yard line by Evan Smith. And that's where the Leathernecks will go on offense. Our halftime show was sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. So here we go, first series of the third quarter. Ball on the 21-yard line for Western. First and 10. Irvin brings him out. Running back remains Holman. He's gone all the way. Markel Holman to the right of the quarterback, Irvin. Snap to Irvin. He'll hand it off to Holman, and Holman slips through the left side, still fighting for yardage. Runs it out all the way to the 30-yard line, short of the first, but not by much, as Rob Fitzgerald takes him down about a yard short. It'll be, oh, it is a first down. They gave him the first down out to the 31-yard line, first and 10. Irvin looks it over here, sends a man in motion, and he'll flip it on a reverse. Anaya is going to throw downfield. It's caught inside the Northwestern 40 by Damari Davis. So the pass by Anaya, complete to Davis, who was covered by Fred Davis. A little trickery there for Western Illinois. It's their biggest play of the night down to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, a little flea flicker there. Man in motion came back and he threw the ball. The defender for the Cats was not turned around. The bench was trying to yell, pass, pass, pass. He was too late to get his head around.
First and 10 at the NU 38-yard line. And Irvin hands it off. Holman cuts it up inside and chopped down by Richie Haggerty inside the 40-yard line, at the 37-yard line rather. Gained about a yard on the play. It'll be second down upcoming. So that pass play good for 31 yards.
Gain of 2, it's second and 8.
They mark it at the 36, second down and 8. And Irvin sends his tight end in motion, hands it off again, and Holman slides by one defender, twisted down eventually by Tyler Gant on that defensive line inside the 35 and the 33, and it brings up third down.
You know, Jake Sanders, our sideline guy, he gave us a really good pregame report about matchups, and he said that this offense does a lot of pre-snap motion, and then they like to use a lot of different weapons in their backfield to make plays. We saw that right there on that 31-yarder, that big completion. So you got to keep your eyes pretty conservative in that backfield.
3rd and 5 at the NU 33. They're 1 for 7 on third down.
First, charge timeout.
The Wildcats,
30 seconds.
Western Illinois takes a timeout, facing third down and 5 in a 22-0 game.
And Joe Davis, the head coach, is not happy with that called timeout. He was running short on the play clock, and the offensive linemen, you could see them frustrated when they were coming off for this timeout.
Davis, 45 years old. Before taking this job, he was the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach in Eastern Illinois in 2022 and 23. Previous stops in Albany, and Fordham, Northern Iowa, Shippensburg, Wheaton College, North Park.
His passport's got to be busy right there.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
5 yards to go.
3rd and 5 at the NU 33 after the timeout. Irvin takes it himself, and Irvin fighting hard, close to the first but short. Inside the 30, it's going to be 4th down. So a quarterback keeper there for Irvin, hit by Michael Kilbane and covered up about 2 yards short. And
give a lot of credit to his interior offensive line there. Boy, they did a lot of extra effort and a lot of push. They're not going to go for it. They bring in their kicking game.
Chata will come on and try a field goal. He was 1 for 1 last week. That was a 20-yarder. This will be a 48-yard field goal try.
Reset the play clock.
Inside the red hash. Out of the hold of Rocco Fedrigo, backup punter. 48-yard try to get Western on the board. Got the benefit of a little bit of a wind out of the west-northwest. Here's the snap. Here is the kick on the way to the uprights. Hit the upright and doinks off. No good. The field goal attempt hit the upright, and the Leathernecks come up empty with 11:19 to go in the third. The score remains Northwestern 22, Western Illinois nothing. Cats will have it when we come back. This is Northwestern football presented by Woodtrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Through snow, ice, rain, and wind. Through extreme heat and extreme cold. When Elmer Matthews started his company, his dream was to provide for his family and be the best at his craft. As we celebrate our 90th anniversary, the fourth generation of Matthews family still shares Elmer's mission. Let's raise the roof, Cat fans, and be a part of Chicago history. Call Matthews Roofing at 773-276-4100 or visit them online at matthewsroofing.com.
Hey Wildcat fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Northwestern football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Northwestern Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats! SeatGeek.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football. Now back to the action. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
On the kicker for Western Illinois, Antonio Chata missed on a 48-yard attempt that hit the left upright. And so the Cats take over on their own 30-yard line, leading 22-0 for their first possession of the third quarter. The Leathernecks did move it 50 yards. The big play was that 31-yard, the trick play, the option pass from Anaya to Davis, but they could not cash in.
Yeah, how do you spell heartbreaker? That's exactly what they felt like when they walked off the field. Those two big plays. The first was a 10-yard reception. Then you mentioned the 31-yarder. They drove the ball down in good territory. It was a good drive for them, but then stalled out and missed a field goal. Huge break for the Cats. See if they can get started here in the second half.
All right, Preston Stone has Cam Porter behind him in the backfield. Wide receiver to the near side is Drew Wagner. And now he'll motion to the right. Handoff will go to Porter, running through the left side. Steve rolls across the 35. It's popped there, but he picks up a good 6 yards on first down before Christian Pierce came up and delivered a blow. 2nd and 4 coming up.
A wonderful job by that left side of the offensive line. They really controlled the DN, inside linebacker, and the D tackle. They got to the second level. That was why Cam Porter was able to get 6 yards on that run. Good job up front.
Amarazi and Wilde both out to the right. 2nd and 4 for the Wildcats for their own 36. Snap to Stone, fakes the give, throws over the middle, low throw, incomplete, intended for Wilde, but the 45-yard line covered by Guillory. It'll be now 3rd down and 4.
That was an RPO right there. He saw the wide receiver have an opportunity to get open over the middle because the two linebackers stepped up to play the run. He pulled it out of Cam Porter's stomach and a little low on the throw. Well covered, though, so you had to be careful.
Cats are 3 of 8 on 3rd down. 3rd and 4 here at the 36-yard line, NU territory. Stone looks it over. Gets the snap, back to throw, pocket collapsing, eludes the pressure, takes off and runs. He's got the first down, drops the ball, and then falls on it. It took a Sunday hop back up into his chest, and he's down to the 49-yard line of Northwestern. That's a 13-yard gain, but almost disastrous as he was looking down the field. He had already crossed the line of scrimmage.
Well, what he was doing, Dave, just as he was crossing the line of scrimmage, he played like he was still going to throw the ball. The defenders had no idea where he was on the field, over the line of scrimmage or not, but then when he brought it back down, that's when he fumbled it.
First down for the Wildcats, just shy of midfield.
Maybe got a little bit too fancy there, maybe?
You think? On first down, handoff, Porter right side, cuts it back 50, 45, Cam on his feet, fighting towards the 40-yard line, cut down just shy of it by Tia. A nice gain, though, on first down of 9 yards. Second down and 1 coming up.
You know, Preston on that run, he made a smart decision not to throw the ball down into traffic. There was nobody open. He had a good, clean pocket for about 3 seconds. He knew he had to get out of there, and then he was off for that first down.
80 yards rushing now for Cam Porter. Second and 1 here for the Wildcats. The 42, big hole for Porter, gets to the right side and bumped out of bounds inside the 30-yard line and right at the 30 of Eastern by Almua Tuisabura.
Officials timeout for an injured offensive player.
Cam Porter is shaken up on the play.
Yeah, that was a big collision there around the 25-yard line. Cam Porter gave the guy a little forearm shiver. The DB came over to hit him just on the sidelines. I could see him, he gave him that big shiver like, no, you're not taking me down.
It's a gain of...
He's up.
Cam is up, and
players in the attention. Northwestern number 4, Cam Porter.
They're talking, the athletic trainers talking to him. Oh, but he needs a little bit of help. Needs a little bit of help walking kind of gingerly. Well, Cam, one of 2 3-time captains in Northwestern football history, having a big night tonight. 91 yards on 12 carries. That one good for 11 yards, down to the 31 of Eastern.
And Dave, I just saw the replay here, which is not the feed that we get here on the scoreboard and the Jumbotron. The feed that I saw from the television, he was definitely in pain on the ground, and he threw his helmet down as he was sitting down on the ground. And as you then described, he was helped off the field. So let's cross our fingers on that.
He's going into the injury tent right now.
All right, Cat fans, it's time to show us your air guitars and drums. It's the Rockout Cats.
So the Wildcats have a fresh set of downs here at the 31-yard line. And Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you, from jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohls.com. Wildcats playing the first of 4 straight here at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. Next week, Oregon. 2 weeks after that, UCLA, then Louisiana Monroe. Still to come on this 4-game homestand.
And then we go on the road for like a half a year.
Just 1 game at Penn State, but then
3
come
out of
back
4.
and play Purdue here in the last game in this stadium. Last 2 home games will be at Wrigley Field in November. All right, Cats up to the line, and the running back will be Komalafe. Behind the quarterback, Stone, first down at the 31-yard line. Stone gets the snap, fakes the give, now looks to the left side. He's got Elegant, makes the catch, delivers a little contact inside the 20, and finally shoved to the sideline by Esteban Guillory, but a first down for the Wildcats on Elegant's reception.
You know, Elegant's 6'4", and he needed to put some weight on. He's very thin, and he put on about 15 to 20 pounds over the offseason. Made a big difference for him, and he's really had not only a good spring, but a very good camp. He had that touchdown earlier in the first half. So, again, another great reception.
First down for the Wildcats at the 19-yard line of Western. Cats are leading 22-0. And here is Stone looking to throw. Lofts the right side, going to the right side of the end zone for Wilde, and it's broken up incomplete by Warden. That ball kind of hung up there. It was a pretty much a jump ball situation. Second down coming up.
Warden, the defender on the play, the cornerback, did a wonderful job of reading the receiver, looking at his eyes, and he knew the ball was coming, and he turned just at the perfect time, was able to knock the ball down. If not, if he had never turned back to look for the ball, that would have been a touchdown.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats at the 19-yard line. Wilde to the right, Amarazi to the left. Kamalafi in the backfield. Snap to Stone. Kamalafi will get it left side. Cuts it back. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be shoved back. Got down to about the 17-yard line. Picked up 2 before Guillory stopped him, and it brings up 3rd down for the Cats.
Yeah, Kamalafi, he originally, the hole he wanted to hit was not there, and then he should have just put his head down, put his left foot in the ground, and then just got what he could. Instead, he tried to double back towards the center, and that's where you get into trouble. That's a young mistake right there.
Cats are 4 of 9 on 3rd down. They got 3rd and 8 here at the 17-yard line of Western Illinois. 3rd quarter, Cats lead 22-0. Preston Stone gets the snap. Stone drops. Now he looks to the right side of the end zone again for Wilde, too far. Looked like Wilde got held up a little bit by the defender on the play, Guillory, but it is 4th down, and on comes Luke Akers to try a field goal. So the drive stalls out at the 17-yard line.
In field goal formation, Luke Akers.
And Luke trying a 35-yard field goal from the left hash. He kicked 1 last week. That was a 21-yarder. Here's the snap. Kick by Akers on the way. Plenty of distance and straight through the uprights. And the Wildcats extend the lead with 7:06 to go in the 3rd. The score now, Northwestern 25, Western Illinois nothing. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Are you ready for the ultimate transportation experience? Look no further than Windy City Limousine and Bus Worldwide, an official transportation partner of the Northwestern Wildcats. Our top-of-the-line fleet will cater to your every need. Sit back, relax, and leave the driving to our professional chauffeurs. Whether you're heading to campus, exploring the Windy City, or attending special events, Windy City Limousine has got you covered. Visit WindyCityLimos.com or call us at 866-94-WINDY to book your ride today. Stay windy and go Cats.
We all know that Chicago weather changes in an instant. Properly maintaining your HVAC equipment is budget friendly and helps to ensure a comfortable home all season. Whether it's a hot autumn or a chilly fall, you need to be ready. Equipment manufacturers all recommend annual clean and checks. Some warranty language actually requires it. Home Comfort is proud to be the preferred heating and cooling partner of Northwestern Athletics and their fans. More information about scheduling your maintenance visit is at homecomfort.net.
Hey Wildcats, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Northwestern t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Northwestern in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Back to Dave and Ted with Northwestern Wildcat football, Chicago's Big Ten team.
25-0 Northwestern. Let's go to the field, get a Wintrust sideline report. Wintrust, official bank of Northwestern Athletics and Chicago's bank.
Well, on that last Northwestern scoring drive, we saw running back Cam Porter go down after a run to the far sideline. Looked like he was in a good bit of pain with a lower body injury. He was evaluated in the medical tent and carted back to the locker room. He is doubtful to return with that lower body injury.
All right, thank you, Jake Saunders, for that report. Kind of fearing that.
That's not what we wanted to hear.
No. Video board, they just showed a close-up of our friend Bob Surratt.
Hey, you know him?
Yeah.
Dave, you used to work with him.
I did up until about a week ago.
And now you are retired.
Semi.
Well, you are.
All right. Henry Helms will kick off. Baez back deep for Western Illinois. Here's the run up, the swing of the leg by Helms. Hooks towards the near side, bounces in front of Baez, picks it up on the hop at the 5. Baez runs it back to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and that's it. As Baez, it almost looked like it inadvertently hopped into his arms, and we have a Wildcat player shaking up. Dylan Tatum made the stop, but Nigel Glover, backup linebacker, is down around the 15-yard line, and he's being attended to. Don't want to see any more. Well, you never want to see injuries, but you just saw one that's a little frightening to Wildcat fans earlier in this quarter. So Glover is being helped off, walking a little gingerly. Nigel Glover, a guy who they expect to play a lot of football for them in that linebacking core. So first down, 7:01 to go in the third. First down Western at the 21-yard line. The Leathernecks scored their only points last week in Champaign on a fourth quarter field goal. On first down, here's Irvin, jogs right, under pressure, lets it go, left side, and it's broken up, incomplete. Almost a terrific catch in traffic, and almost an interception as well.
It was intended for Christian Anaya.
Anaya, the intended receiver, and Fussell had the coverage. Look for a moment, because there was a man right in Irvin's face when he let that ball go.
Yeah, he was under a little bit of pressure, and there was two defenders there. You mentioned them both. That could have easily been picked.
And Osaka at that right end spot. Second down and 10. They'll hand it off. The running back goes nowhere. Holman cut down immediately by Dylan Tatum. Talking to David Braun before the game, he said, we're going to make sure we see a lot more of Dylan Tatum this week, and we are. And it's been, the results have been good. Third down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Western is 1 for 8 on third down. Third and 10 right here from their own 21. They have two receivers out to the right. Now they motion the tight end to that side. And Irvin hit as he throws, caught, dropped by the tight end. That was the tight end who'd gone in motion, Brandon Lanier, and Irvin got hit just as he let it go. And so a 3 and out recorded by this Wildcat defense.
It's 4th and 10.
Defense has really come alive here in this ball game compared to a week ago. Their fourth 3 and out.
And here's Drogemuller punting. It'll bounce in front of Wagner, and he lets it roll, and it takes a Western roll inside the 35, inside the 30, and dropped at the 28-yard line, down at the 28. With 5:57 to go in the third quarter, Cats take over, leading 25-0. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
The Pulse Dumpster line is transforming Dempster Street. You're in for the ride of your life with Wi-Fi, heated bus shelters, and green lights that just won't quit. Ride Pace Pulse on your way to theaters, airports, and everywhere else along Dempster Street. This express bus line is rated A+. Learn more at pacebus.com/pulse.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards.
Be prepared for the unexpected and keep your home powered with Generac generators. Their home standby generators serve as an excellent backup plan in case of a power outage. Plus, they have advanced technology to automatically start within seconds of sensing a power loss. Save big on Generac generators. Also, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
You're tuned into Northwestern Wildcats football. Presented by Wintrust. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at directorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. First down for the Wildcats from their own 29-yard line. 5:57 to go in the third. They lead it 25-0. Running back will be Joseph Hyman II. Bunch formation to the right. Now they break that up with Hunter Welsing and Ricky Amarazzi both lining up on the left, and the snap to Stone and a quick throw under the coverage on the right. Wilde the catch and twisted down at the 33-yard line by Warden. A gain of 4 on first down, 2nd and 6 coming up.
Cats are working on their 5th series right now where they've scored the previous 4 series. I'm sorry, they've scored 4 times out of 8. So this is their 9th series, and they're trying to add to that. 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal. Good start to this drive, a 4.5, 5-yard pickup.
Wilde closing in on his 5th career 100-yard receiving game. Preston Stone 1 yard away from 200 passing, and the handoff will go to Hyman. Up the middle, 40, spin move, 45, and out to midfield. Joseph Hyman II showing some speed all the way out to the 49-yard line, a 16-yard pickup. Tripped up there by Oamua Tuisavura, but a gain for the Wildcats to the 49-yard line. And Joe Hyman now adding to his total.
Yeah, he only got that in 2nd gear. Wait till he gets it in 3rd and 4th.
First down just shy of midfield for the Wildcats, and Stone's going to throw it. Swings it out to Hyman to midfield. Wide left, 45-40. And Hyman angled out of bounds inside the 40 at the 37-yard line by Justin Richardson. And the Wildcats have another fresh set of downs, and Preston Stone has topped the 200-yard passing mark for the 14th time in his career.
Hyman showed a lot of patience after he caught that swing pass. He let his receivers on that play side get out in front of him and make key blocks, and then he was able to pick up the first down and plus more.
First down at the 37-yard line of Western. Here's the snap to Stone, fakes the give, back to throw, has time, downfield, wide open. It's the tight end inside the 15, down to the 10. Hunter Welsing, who had the touchdown earlier, sets up the Cats' first down and goal. He was wide open, middle of the field. Finally, Richardson found him at a first down on the 9-yard line. First down and goal to go.
Pretty good protection there. They had a nice stunt on up front. They brought one of their outside linebackers and then twisted their tackle on the end. They did a good job of fanning out there and protecting Preston Stone. Boy, threw the ball downfield, 28-yarder, nice.
First and goal, 9-yard line. Hyman the running back. Cats looking to add to a 25-0 lead. It will be Joseph Hyman. Angles left down to the 5, pushing the pile inside the 5. And finally down around the 4-yard line. A pickup of about 5 tough yards. We saw Joseph Hyman do that last week against Tulane in the second half. And that offensive line surging. Second down and goal at the 4. We tick towards the 2-minute mark, third quarter. Out to the right is Elegon. To the left, Wagner. And Wagner now in motion. Stone fakes the handoff. Rolls to the left, now running and pushed out of bounds around the 5. He'll lose yardage on the play, and it's going to bring up third down and goal. He's chased out by Kevin Washington. So it is third and goal.
Loss of 3 on the play.
3-yard loss. Back to the 7 is where they mark it.
Third down. Goal to go Northwestern.
Wildcats in a goal-to-go situation. 4 of 10 on third down tonight. Wilde and Elegant both out to the right. Amarazi to the left. Komalafe the running back. On third down and goal. Here's Wilde in motion. Snap to Stone. Looking to the left side. Over the shoulder. Catch no. Incomplete. Left side of the end zone. The pass intended for Albright. Off his fingertips. Covered by Jalen Olokin out of Homewood Flossmoor. And it brings on Luke Akers to try a field goal.
Yeah, very tight coverage there. Excellent job by the defender.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt for Luke, who connected on the last series from 35. 25-yard try from just inside the left hash. Here's the snap, kick on the way, and the kick is good. And it is 28-0 Northwestern, 1:40 to go here in the third quarter. The Cats add to the lead. Akers, a 25-yarder. That drives 64 yards in 8 plays using 4:17. And a 28-0 Wildcat lead.
Preston again, looking very impressive on that drive with passes. Completions of 4, 14, and 28. Again, getting the protection he needed on that drive. Throwing the ball with a lot of confidence here today.
On the day, 20 of 28, 241, 2 touchdowns. A significantly higher passing efficiency rating than he had last week against Tulane. Minute 40 to go here in the third as Helms will kick off again. Baez standing just outside the near hash mark at the 1. Here is the kick by Helms. High end over end, taken at the 5 by Baez. Angles left, tries to cut it up. He's grabbed and roped down just across the 20. Ball came out. The ball pops out, and the Wildcats have the ball. It was recovered by Jack Sadowski V, the transfer from Iowa State. Second turnover tonight.
The ruling in the field is that the runner was down before the ball came loose. First and 10, Western Illinois.
All right, scratch that. I did not see an official signal. It was Northwestern ball. I fell for it. So
you're assuming the positive thing. Good for you.
No, well, no, that's not my job, though. So Western has it.
The ruling in the field of the previous play is that the runner went down. That play is under further review.
Okay, well, maybe we weren't wrong. We'll see. They will take a look at this. This is our first review of the season. And this close shave instant replay is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. Let's find out what else is happening. Check over the scores for Mark Harmon.
Fourth quarter, Dave, early going. Maryland 13, Northern Illinois. The Terps do have the football. 14:46 left, so just starting the fourth quarter. 46 yards to go here for Maryland. Elsewhere, Louisville and James Madison 14 apiece. Boise State on top of Eastern Washington 20-0. And I got one NFL score for you, Dave. Halftime. Chargers 13, the Chiefs 6.
And so Sadowski not only appeared to be the guy who recovered the fumble, but also forced it. And we get a look at the replay. And
it's hard to tell there.
Hard to tell. He ripped the ball out of there.
Yeah.
The receiver was on his way down. Let's see.
By the way, he started at Iowa State for 3 years. He played a lot of football at Iowa State. And Tim McGargle, the defensive coordinator and linebackers coach, he's a backup linebacker. He said, this guy's a good football player. I saw him get in a tussle with an offensive lineman, and he does not back down. And he's up, eyeball to eyeball with a 320-pound offensive lineman. He's a pretty tough kid. I like him.
Still waiting as this play is under review. The referee, Jeremy Valentine. Here comes the call.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. 1st and 10, Western Illinois.
They've changed the wording on that this year, by the way. That was our first review. It used to be
Yeah, help me with that, please.
Yeah, it's just the language that they use now in replays. Confirmed and stands now replaced by upheld. So
why? It's so
why
easy.
is it a 2-minute timeout, not a 2-minute warning? Here's Irvin throwing in first down.
Oh, nice job.
Incomplete, broken up, intended for Salian, and Fussell breaks it up, swatted that ball down on the far sideline. 2nd down and 10, Western from their own 22, with 1:32 to go here in the third quarter of play.
Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Let's see. If the video evidence, I'll give this to you in a second. I don't have it memorized verbatim. 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Here's the snap. And the quarterback back to throw. Heaves it deep down the right side. It's almost intercepted by Davis around midfield. Intended again for Salian. And that will bring up 3rd down. Davis knows he had a shot at that one. If the video evidence confirms the on-field ruling, or if there's no clear and obvious evidence to overturn the on-field ruling, after further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Not confirmed or stands.
Okay, so from now on, can you say all 3 of them to describe it?
Well, I guess they'd all apply, right? 3rd down. 10 yards to go for the 22-yard line for Western, down 28-0. Snap to Irvin. Irvin looking under pressure, falling as he throws. It's one-handed, incomplete. The tight end, Alex Williams, got a hand on it, and then coming up quickly on the sideline, I think that might have been Braden Turner, who almost caught it on the rebound, and he would have waltzed into the end zone. It is 4th down, another 3 and out for the defense.
Fabulous pressure, too, by that front 7 of the Cats. He looked like he was just an inch away from being sacked. He did a good job of getting rid of it, but also wonderful job of putting pressure on the pocket.
So Drogobuehler will punt from deep in his own end. Wagner standing close to midfield, short punt. Wagner takes it on the run, trying to reverse field, spin move, and down he goes at the 44-yard line of the Wildcats with 1:10 to go in the third. Warden gets downfield and makes sure that Wagner doesn't turn that into a big special teams play for the Wildcats.
Well, he's just biting at the chance to return something. He hasn't had any chance last week and this week, but after that Iowa return for a touchdown, he's hungry.
Ball is on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ball spotted on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Northwestern.
Third quarter dominated by the Wildcats. Maybe not on the scoreboard, just a couple of field goals, but statistically, 1st down from the 43. And Wagner starts in motion. Handoff will go to Komalafe through the right side. Plows down to the 45-yard line. Let's bring in Jake Saunders with a Wintrust sideline report.
Well, guys, before that last defensive stand during the video review, the cha-cha slide was playing over the PA system here, and about half, if not all, of that starting defense was dancing along to the cha-cha slide. So if you can dance the cha-cha slide and then go out and get a 3 and out, I think you're playing pretty loose.
I noticed some of the guys doing that. That's a good observation.
How is Jake's cha-cha, though? That's what I want to know.
It's a good thing we're on radio.
Ball is at the 45 4-yard line. Gain of only a yard on the play. Kamalafe again off the right side. Kamalafe plunges across the 50 and into Western territory to the 49-yard line. Tripped up there by Oamua Tuisavura as we approach the end of the third quarter, and that's going to do it for the third. Score a lifetime of memories by planning your Star of the North getaway at Explore Minnesota. Sign up for newsletters at exploreminnesota.com. That's the end of 3 here at Northwestern Medicine Field. With a score, Northwestern 28, Western Illinois nothing. Back with the fourth quarter next. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Terry! Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Hey Northwestern, want to turn your dorm dreams into reality? At the Wayfair store in Wilmette, get inspired and shop for all your dorm essentials. We're talking futon, mini fridges, bedding, and so much more. All at can't-miss prices that work for every budget, so you can get back to what's important game day. Go Wildcats! Head to the Wayfair store in Edens Plaza, Wilmette, and show your Northwestern student ID for 10% off.
Offer valid through 12/31/24 at the Wayfair store in Wilmette, Illinois. Must show a current student ID to qualify. Certain exclusions apply. See store associate for details.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hey fans, join us at Stacked and Folded before or after the game. Located at 824 Noyes Street, we're just a few short blocks from campus. We've got happy hour, a full bar, heated fire tables, weekend brunch, and fast, friendly service with a healthy and exciting menu. Follow us on Instagram at Stacked Social House or check out our website at www.stackedandfolded.com.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. Our experts will diagnose and educate you on all the issues contributing to your basement seepage problems and guide you through customized solutions that will fit your needs. We make it easy every step of the way, and we'll treat your home with the same care and attention we'd give our own. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com and enjoy no interest if paid in full in 1 year. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team. Here's Dave Ennett and Wildcat football.
We start the fourth quarter here at Northwestern Medicine Field. Dave Ennett, Ted Albrecht, Jake Saunders on the sidelines. 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats at the Western Illinois 49-yard line. And the give is to Kamalafe. Got the first down and a lot more. Still going inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Northwestern Wildcat football.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Tia made the stop, and an injured Western Illinois player, LeBron Morgan, from Atlanta, playing here in the fourth quarter, is shaken up on the play and being attended to around the 47-yard line. But the Wildcats on the run by Caleb Kamalafe for 12 yards have a first down at the 37 of Western with 14:51 to go in the game. 28-0 Northwestern.
Well, Kamalafe on the run before that, he turned the corner and he met that safety. He put his head down and he drove him backwards. He's running with a lot of power right now, a lot of confidence. There was no problem him getting that first. You could see the surge of that front three, the center and the 2 guards, and then he picked up more well after the hit.
All right, the injured player Morgan is up. We'll take a break. It's 28-0. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, Are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Labor unions are the backbone of our country. Unions protect members and help them lead healthier lives. That's why United Healthcare provides active and retired labor union members access to quality healthcare benefits. As a trusted resource, the dedicated team will help Taft-Hartley and multi-employer funds find the right combination of health benefits. Visit uhc.com/unions for more information. Quality healthcare coverage for labor unions. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company of Illinois or their affiliates. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or their affiliates.
On first down, Caleb Komalafe runs it all the way down inside the 20, inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. A big run for Komalafe all the way down to the 14. That's a
14-yard line.
first down for the Cats. The stop made by Richardson, but it took just about the entire Western Illinois defense
and Dave,
to bring him down.
Yards after the hit is the key. He got at least 15 yards after that initial hit.
24 yards on that run, 1st and 10. And here's Komalafe again. Works his way up the middle, still pushing the pile. Down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And the Wildcats knocking on the door again with just over 13 minutes to go in the game. They'll face second down as Komalafe piling up the yards now. The Wildcats over 400 yards of offense tonight.
It's 2nd and 4.
Closing in on 200 rushing yards. 6 yards on that carry.
Yeah, so he has had 12, 24, and we just saw 6 yards in his last 3 carries.
Second down and 4 at the 8 for the Cats. Stone gives it. Komalafe again. Up the middle. Gets to about the 5 and close to the first down. No indication. I think he might be short. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The stop by Warden for Western. So 3rd down and about a yard to go here, just outside the 5-yard line. Cats on 3rd down, 5 of 12. I think they'd like to stick it in the end zone.
Yes, they would.
Taken field goals the last 2 series. Komalafe to the left of Preston Stone, both ends in tight. Wagner now out to the right, goes in motion. And there's Komalafe. He's got the first down inside the 5. Not by much.
Oh,
penalty marker late.
Yeah, it's on the defender in the end zone.
All right, let's get a Wintrust sideline report from Jake.
Hey guys, Luke Akers, kicker and punter, just went down on the sideline while he was warming up. So didn't see exactly what happened, but trainers came rushing over. They are helping him over to the tent right now. So we're going to stay tuned for an update.
Okay. You can see that over in front of us, Jack Olson is warming up. And meantime, Guillory was slow getting up for the Leathernecks, and a penalty will put it down to the
personal foul there in the end zone with one of the receivers and one of their defensive secondary.
So it's 1st and goal at the 2.
First down, goal to go Northwestern on Western Illinois 2-yard line.
That's up 28-0. Looking to add on here in the 4th quarter. Two tight ends left. Wagner, the wide receiver right. Hyman at running back. He gets the handoff and gets turned around and dropped right around the 5-yard line. Nothing doing. He lost yardage. Washington takes him down It'll be second down and goal to go, but this time back at the 5.
Yeah, you had the defensive player on the far left side of the formation just sell out and made a TFL there. All you got to do is pull the ball out and go left end, and no one's there. So I'm sure they're watching that upstairs. See over here on the right side, you got the out man.
They mark it at the 4, second and goal. Hyman again. Hyman through the right side. And did the ball come out? There's a scramble for it. Well, they stopped him inside the 5. Now, Hyman's got the ball, but there was quite a commotion. I think might be another player shaken up down there for Western. Yeah, there is an injured player. That's Trace Brown, defensive lineman, who was out of Plainfield South being attended to. And this has been a long sequence, hasn't it?
Sure has.
It's still third down and goal at the 4 coming up. You get the sense, Ted, you might have to put the ball up in the air here?
Well, they're trying to run it between the tackles. It hasn't looked good.
So
you've got both ends crashing down to try to make a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and it's wide open on the ends.
From August 27th to December 5th, help Northwestern score big by donating blood. Abbott and the Big Ten are teaming up, and the school with the most donations wins $1 million for student and community health. Donate anywhere and then visit big10.org/Abbott to make it count for Northwestern. All right, give this another shot here. And remember what Jake just told us, Luke Akers apparently is hurt. But you do have another experienced kicker there, Jack Olson. Third down and goal to go at the 4. Stone with Komalafe to his left. He'll flip it to Drew Wagner, taking it wide left, trying to make the turn, gets to the end zone, touchdown! They brought Wagner around right to left. Stone flipped it to him, and he runs it in from 4 yards out, and it is 34-0.
That's exactly what we expected. When you're selling out, the entire defense is selling out except the middle safety. Sooner or later, you're going to try to go wide. They had 4 or 5 tries. I lost count in between the tackles that time. A little flip to Wagner, and he outran everybody with that speed.
And since he was in front of Stone, that's a forward pass that goes to Stone's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And Jack Olson on for the PAT, and it's good. And it is 35-0 Northwestern, 10:43 to go in the game. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Hey Northwestern fans, enjoy a meal at Wildfire, a 1940-style supper club featuring steaks, chops, and seafood. Try one of Wildfire's signature dishes from our all-American menu: horseradish-crusted filet, Wildfire chopped salad, roasted prime rib, and cedar plank salmon. Dine in and take in the smells from the wood-burning oven, or watch our chefs in action at our open kitchen. Lunch, dinner, carry-out, and private parties. Stop by any one of our 5 Chicago area Wildfire locations. For reservations, visit wildfirerestaurant.com.
Through snow, ice, rain, and wind. Through extreme heat and extreme cold. When Elmer Matthews started his company, his dream was to provide for his family and be the best at his craft. As we celebrate our 90th anniversary, the 4th generation of Matthews family still shares Elmer's mission. Let's raise the roof, Cat fans, and be a part of Chicago history. Call Matthews Roofing at 773-276-4100 or visit them online at matthewsroofing.com.
Hey, bro. Weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Back to Chicago's Big Ten team,
the Wildcats.
Here's Dave Ennett with more Wildcat football.
The Wildcats go 57 yards in 10 plays using 5:27. most of it on the ground. 9 rushes for 50 yards, 1 pass for 4 yards to cap the drive. And that was the flip from Stone to Drew Wagner. Took it in for 4 yards out to Preston Stone. That is the 6th time he's thrown at least 3 touchdown passes in a game in his career. And the Cats lead it 35-0. Henry Helms out of St. Ignatius will kick off to restart play here. Booting left to right. Baez has been busy on returning kicks tonight. Standing back at the goal line, just outside the far hash. Here's the boot, high and over end. Fair catch signaled and made by Baez, and so Western will take it at the 25-yard line. Well, this has been really a dominant second half performance. I think Western's only had 50 yards of offense here in the second half.
Well, they've also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3 and outs and an interception by Uline. So you talk about dominance. The only other offense they really put together is when they missed a field goal, and that was way back in the first half.
All right, first down from the 25-yard line, and to change it, quarterback pass is caught, and down at the 25-yard line is the receiver. Evan Smith makes the stop, but they've made the change at quarterback, and that is Cason Carswell checking in. He did not play last week. Cason Carswell, freshman from Mason, Michigan. And he completes his first pass. Gain of 1. Second down and 9 from the 26-yard line. There's the snap, and he's going to throw again, being flushed from the pocket, running out of room, and sacked by Carmine Bastone. He's had a hand in both of the Wildcat sacks here tonight. And that's a welcome to college football to the freshman quarterback. A big loss on the play, and it's 3rd and 17.
Did you see Carmine come up after that sack? Man, he had a lot of juice. And he's on the sideline getting a lot of love from his teammates.
Well, when doesn't he?
Yeah, I know.
3rd down and 17 for Western Illinois, down 35-0. Snap to Carswell, rushes on again, lets it go, complete under the coverage. The tight end Lanier is tripped up around the 30, well short of the first. It's 4th down. And another 3 and out here for the Wildcat defense. The stop that time made by Evan Smith and Elijah Jones, true freshman, getting some playing time. So Drogemuller on to punt. And Wagner, fresh off his first touchdown, standing back at the 32-yard line of the Wildcats. Here's the punt by Drogemuller. Low line drive taken by Wagner. He'll return and try to break out of a tackle, cut down around the 33-yard line. That's where the Wildcats are going offense with 8:39 remaining, leading 35-0.
Yeah, this is where the Cats now really want to soak the clock up pretty good. They're not going to be in any hurry whatsoever to get to that line of scrimmage and run a play. They're going to watch that play clock down to under 5 seconds with 8:39 left in the game and up 35-0. They're in no hurry to run plays. And we got some new offensive linemen in there too.
And a new quarterback, Ryan Bowe, on at quarterback, the redshirt freshman from Batavia, Illinois. We saw him at the end of last season against Illinois at Wrigley Field. He gets his second chance to get in there. And some changes all throughout the offense, and that's Daniel Anderson, promising freshman running back. Brought down by Payne Miller. Anderson out of Alexander, Arkansas. And watched him in camp, Ted.
Yes.
Both he and Deshaun Reeder, another young back. I think these are guys that are going to play a big role going forward here.
Well, especially with Cam Porter now unreally sure what his
status
is. Yeah.
All Right, Bo and quarterback hands it off. Anderson keeps his legs churning and picks up close to a first down out to the 42-yard line and tripped up there by Christian Pierce. He's about a yard short.
Dave, they brought that outside linebacker up on the line of scrimmage. He came down and tried to trip up him in the backfield. Anderson just juked him and just left him standing still. Nice move there by the freshman.
Patrick Schaller out of Glenbrook North, redshirt freshman, in as a tight end. Carson Grove at the wide receiver to the near side. On 3rd down and 1. It'll be Bo. Faked everybody out. Comes out around left side, stiff arms a man, and he's down the left sideline. 15, 10, 5, dives to the end zone. Touchdown! Ryan Bo delivered some punishment along the way and takes it all the way. Richardson, the guy that he stiff-armed, and he reaches the end zone with some speed. And the Cats tack on here. It is 41-0, a 58-yard run by Ryan Bo.
Ryan Bo, about the 25-yard line, said, "Get out of here, get out." And he just chucked him off. And, man, he showed some speed.
Yes, he did.
Outran the DB to get in the end zone.
Helms will hold here for Olsen for the PAT. The snap, the kick on the way. It is good. And it is 42-0 Northwestern with 7:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. This is Northwestern football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
Allegra is a full-service marketing company providing customized marketing, printing, mailing, and signage solutions to meet your business goals. Allegra offers a wide variety of creative solutions that are tailored to each business's unique challenges, from printing services and custom signs to mailing services and promotional marketing. Call Allegra in Evanston at 847-864-9797 or visit AllegraEvanston.com to learn more.
Sureway Movers is a moving company that has been serving residents and businesses in the United States for over 65 years. In addition to our traditional moving services, we also offer moves to commercial clients, those moving internationally, and we are proud to move our military. Your complete satisfaction with your move is our #1 focus at Sureway Movers. Visit SurewayMovers.com or call us at 877-807-5024 to request a free moving quote.
This weekend, Kohl's is giving away millions in Kohl's Cash in store. It's like you're getting free shopping money. At least that's what I tell my husband. Yep, you're just making smart financial decisions, one trendy sweater at a time. Plus, all month, enter our online sweepstakes at Kohl's.com for a chance to win $200 Kohl's Cash. Some exclusions apply while supplies last. Giveaway ends September 7th. Sweepstakes ends September 30th, 2025. No purchase necessary. 20 winners per day. Limit one prize per person for entire sweepstakes. See Kohl's.com for official rules and details.
You're tuned into Northwestern Wildcats football. Let's get you back out to the game. Here's the voice of the Cats, Dave Ennett.
Well, Ryan Bo just electrified this place with a 58-yard touchdown run. It is 42-0 Northwestern with 7:07 to go. Let's get a Wintrust sideline report from Jake.
Ryan Bo might be waking up with some bruises tomorrow, and it's not going to be from the Western Illinois defense. It took him about 2 or 3 minutes to get back to the bench. The entire defense and offense cornered him on the sideline, and everyone got their shot or shake of the shoulder pads. I mean, that was the biggest response of any score tonight. Absolutely electrified the bench.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's been a big night from a lot of standpoints, but how about Ryan Bo with the first touchdown of his career, and he does it from 58 yards out and outruns everybody.
He did it with style.
Yes, he did. Helms will kick off. Baez back deep. Preston Stone, by the way, first Northwestern quarterback to pass for 3 touchdowns in a game since Ben Bryant in 2023. Here is the approach and the kickoff by Helms. He got his leg into this one, and a fair catch signal to me by Baez in the end zone, and Western will come out at the 25-yard line with 7:07 to go.
And Dave, you are absolutely right. Not only did it light up the fans and the spectators here wearing purple. But when they showed it on the Jumbotron again, the replay, and he chucked that guy, he gave him like a little Walter Payton shiver, get out of my way. The place went wild.
Cats have their most yards of total offense. First time they've topped the 500-yard mark. I'll give you that in a moment. Caswell remains the running back. And on first down, he hands it off, the quarterback rather, and the running back out close to the 30-yard line. That was a change at running back. Brinston Williams, the backup running back, carries for the first time tonight. Colin Campbell back up the Wildcat defense. We're starting to see some backups on both ends. Nice to see Ore Adai back out there at corner.
Wow.
Missed all of last year. Missed the Tulane game. Second down and 6. And here's a throw over the middle, complete for a first down to the tight end on the reception. That was Alex Williams on the pass from Carswell. It looks like he's got a nice arm. Kason Carswell getting his first action here. And Sadowski mentioned his play on special teams earlier, and he made the stop. First down out to the 42-yard line. Caswell's going to throw again. Rushes on. He steps up. He'll run now. Gets up to midfield, takes the slide, just a step in front of Giannis Karlaftis. Played quite a bit last week at Tulane. Gain of 8, second down and 2 upcoming. This is where you kind of start thinking, Ted, what a booster would be anytime you can shut out an opponent. 5.5 minutes left.
Right.
But you also have to balance that against getting some guys some playing time.
That's exactly right. They did it on offense. They brought in a lot of subs, and now they've done that on defense.
Williams to the left of the quarterback, who's going to keep it on an RPO, complete to Lanier, and a first down inside the 35-yard line. Brandon Lanier on the reception. That's his second catch of the game and brought down by Elijah Jones. And now Western is moving here with 4:55 to go. Down 42-0, but a first down at the NU 35. And the quarterback, Carswell, is going to throw it here under pressure, lets it go too far for Williams, the running back, on the right side, covered by Karlaftis.
You know, shutout is a dream of any defense in any sport, but you know, baseball or football, soccer, whatever. If you can shut out your opponent, it says a lot, and that's what they're fighting for right now. The second teamers are in, but they want to contribute as well.
You think Tim McGarrigle likes having a shutout? Second down and 10 at the 35. And here's a pitch to Williams, taking it wide to the right.
Nice.
Hit inside the 30 and knocked out by Sadowski.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Yeah, you're right. Sadowski started a lot of games at Iowa State. I think you're going to see a lot of him because his former team has a big game tomorrow.
Dave, also Elijah Jones was in there, a DB. He also helped out on that tackle.
Carswell.
Actually, I'm sorry, he's a safety.
Williams to his left. Third down. About 3 yards to go here at the 28-yard line. He'll take it naked off the left side, and he gets hit at the 20-yard line, but he's got a first down. Brought down there by John Stevens, true freshman. We saw him a little bit last week at Tulane.
He did a very nice job of running that outside zone. He pulled the ball out when he saw the defensive end fire down the line of scrimmage, and then he kept it, and there was nobody out there except 2 defenders were about 15-yard deep.
First down at the 20 here for Western Illinois.
Clock's running, 3:31 to go.
They look to get on the ball on the board for the first time tonight. Carswell will throw to the right side. Caught there by the tight end Williams, who stood up and ushered to the sidelines by Jalen. And a penalty marker down.
That's going to be
on the
an extra hit out of bounds. Yep. That's going to put him halfway distance to the goal.
Wildcats, I don't believe.
After the play was over, personal foul, face mask, defense, number 26. Penalized half of the distance to the goal. Automatic.
That is.
Now there's a lot of pressure to get that shutout.
Well, that is the first penalty in the second half on the Wildcats. It comes with 3:15 to go. First down and let's see, they'll put it inside the 10-yard line. It is first and goal at the 9. And Carswell back to throw. Carswell looking, being chased from behind. Now trying to outrun a defender. Now he throws, and it's incomplete.
He's got some wheels.
On the run.
He's got some.
Yeah, Dylan Drake, tight end, the intended receiver. Coverage by Lewis. It'll be second down and goal at the 9. 2:53 showing on the clock. 42-0 Northwestern. So Western lost at Illinois last week 52-3. And down big here, but trying to put something on the board before they get on the bus and head back to Macomb.
Ooh, long ride.
I don't know if they're stopping at Cracker Barrel on the way back. Carswell fakes the give, rolls right. Carswell looking, now he throws to the back of the end zone, touchdown. Caught in the end zone.
Carswell's pass is complete to Kristen Anaya.
Anaya with the reception.
He scored Northwestern 42, Western Illinois 6.
Western gets on the board with 2:47 to go and spoils the Wildcat shutout.
They took the extra point in, so
Well, yeah, he was playing against some backups, but you kind of think this freshman quarterback did a pretty nice job.
He did. You know, he found some receivers when he was running around the backfield under pressure. He ran the ball under pressure. He ran the ball, ran the offense very well. Very impressive.
Chata on for the PAT. Out of the hold of Federigo. Here is the kick. It is up and it is good, and it is 42-7. Northwestern with 2:47 remaining. So the Leathernecks go 75 yards in 10 plays, taking 420 behind their freshman quarterback. Carswell, 8-yard touchdown pass to Anaya. For Anaya, his third career touchdown. He also threw a couple of touchdown passes, or one rather, last year. And it is a 42-7 game with 2:47 remaining.
Well, the important thing here, Dave, in the final half quarter was to get guys who normally would not get in the game some PT. That's so important because, you know, you saw Cam Porter go down and you saw other guys get more playing time. You got a freshman Anderson, you got Reeder in there, so that's what it's all about.
We watched Anderson in the spring and in fall camp. It looked good.
Yeah.
Looked good tonight. And Chata will kick off. Chase Farrell is the deep man for the Wildcats. Standing along the goal line on the near hash mark. Chata with the approach and the boot. Line drive hooks towards the near side and goes out of bounds shy of the goal line. So the Cats get a break.
Out of bounds, number 53, the kicking team. The ball be placed at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
So a good place to start for the Wildcats, the 35. Let's see who comes out on offense here with 2:47 to go. The Cats have all three of their timeouts remaining. Ryan Bowe remains at quarterback. Now the running back is Deshaun Reeder.
First and 10 Northwestern on the 35-yard line.
Ball at the NU 35 with 2:47 to go. And the give will be to Reeder, and Reeder is hit and stood up as he reaches the 38-yard line by Nick Bucaro out of Bartlett. Graduate.
Yeah. And Dave, a fresh offensive line in there too. So you got a lot of young players in there, which we never get an opportunity unless you get a blowout. So good use of your reserves and them getting an opportunity.
Cats are taking their time as we approach the 2-minute timeout. And that's where we are. The 2-minute timeout here at Northwestern Medicine Field.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
Wildcats comfortably
back home at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin
riding a
Stadium
42-7 lead with 518 yards of offense tonight. It's the first time Northwestern has had over 500 yards of offense since they had 511 against Duke in 2022. They've got more than that here tonight.
The big noon kickoff crew will also be
They have
next Saturday.
273 yards rushing.
Doors to the
They
will open at 8 a.m.
rushed for over 200 for the first time since the Eastern Illinois game last year. They haven't rushed for 300 in a game since the Ohio game in 2021 when they ran for 373. And, well, they've got 2 minutes, but they're going to just take their time here. I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy here in the final 2 minutes of play, but you never know. Let's get a quick check of scores from Mark.
Yeah, late fourth quarter, Dave. Maryland's going to pull this one out. They lead Northern Illinois 20-9. Huskies do have the football, but we are down to 20 seconds left in that one. There is NFL tonight. They're going to the fourth quarter. Chargers leading the Chiefs 20-12 down in Brazil. And Dave, break up the White Sox. 6 wins in a row. They've come back to do it in every single one of these games as they do it again tonight, beating the Tigers. The White Sox playing really good baseball as of late. 7-5 the final tonight.
Thank you, Mark. 42-7 here at the 2-minute timeout. Ryan Bowe had a 58-yard touchdown run on the last series at the helm here. 2nd and 7 for the Cats for their own 38. The Wildcats have scored on 5 straight possessions dating back to the second quarter. They scored on their first 2, turned it over on their third, punted 3 straight times, and have scored on 5 straight possessions. Will they make it 6? Bowe will hand it off to Reeder, and Reeder tried to split 2 defenders and covered up at the 42-yard line. With a minute 50 to go, clock moving. Cats will face a 3rd and 3. The stop made by James Moncaka, backup defensive back. 3rd down and 4, call it, at the 41-yard line. The Wildcats tonight on 3rd down.
8 of 3, it's 3rd and 4.
7 of 14, 50%, which is better than they were last week and a lot better than they were a year ago. Bowe looks it over. 3rd down for the Cats. Give is to Reeder off the left side. Moving forward, he's got the first up to the Northwestern logo at the center of the field. As we tick down towards the final minute, fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. And we have exactly 1 minute remaining here at Northwestern Medicine Field. So now the Cats can
on their own 48-yard line.
Celebrate their first win of the season and get ready for a visit from the 6th-ranked Oregon Ducks. Number 6 at the moment. Cats will go to victory formation here with 40 seconds to go. Bowe will take a knee. Oregon comes in. Just the 2nd meeting ever and the first time in Big Ten play. They've got a game tomorrow against Oklahoma State out in Eugene. And it's an 11 a.m. kickoff next Saturday against Oregon. Here, the coaches exchange a quick handshake and embrace. David Braun and Joe Davis. Two teams exchanging handshakes. The clock still running. Final seconds wind down. And now it is all over. The Wildcats win. 42-7. That's your final score here tonight as the Cats turn back the Western Illinois Leathernecks and pick up their first win of 2025. We'll take a break. We'll come back and recap it in a moment. This is Northwestern Football presented by Wintrust from Learfield on 720 WGN.
If you aren't paying with a Northwestern Athletics debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, are you really a Northwestern fan? Of course you are, but swiping with purple and white is much more fun. Pay with Wildcat Pride every time with the official Northwestern Athletics debit card. Get yours when you open an eligible Wintrust Community Banks account. Visit wintrust.com/Northwestern to choose an eligible account and score your Northwestern card. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Member FDIC. Specialty debit cards not available for all Wintrust Community Bank account types, charters, and branches.
Quiet down. Here she comes. Shh. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You're tuned in to Northwestern Wildcats football, presented by Wintrust. Now back to the action. Here's Dave Ennett.
42-7 the final here tonight, and Jake Saunders had, there we go, Jake's got Preston Stowe with him. Jake?
Hey, Dave, we almost lost Preston for a second. Preston 21 for 29, 245, 3 touchdowns, a much cleaner operation from the offense. What can you say about the improvement over last week?
Yeah, I mean, I think we played a really clean game across the board. Biggest thing last week, it wasn't really that Tulane beat us. It was more so that we beat ourselves, and I think we did a great job responding tonight and playing really, really good complementary football.
And after last week, Coach David Braun was quick to have your back and have your support going into this week. What does it mean to have that kind of unwavering support from your head coach going into a week after a tough one?
It's unbelievable. There's no one else in the country I'd rather play for than Coach Braun. It speaks volume of the kind of coach he is, and this is a brotherhood we've got in our locker room, so we all got each other's backs.
We're still early in this year, but what can you say about your connection with Griffin Wilde early? It seems like you're looking for him early and often, a lot of these passing plays.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, you saw it tonight. There's plays where I don't put it in the best spot, and he bails me out. So Griffin's a special player, special dude, great human being, and you're going to see a lot more of what you saw tonight the rest of the year.
I know you guys are going to enjoy this one tonight, but what do you see next week looking ahead to Oregon? What's that challenge going to bring?
Yeah, I mean, they're an unbelievable football team. Got a lot of respect for Coach Lanning. But every single game we play this year, it's going to be about us. So just playing our game and doing what we do.
Great. Thanks, Preston.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jake and Preston. 42-7 the final score here tonight. And we've got our post-game show coming up. We'll hear from head coach David Braun and some of the players in the locker room with Ted. Keep up to date on the Wildcats by downloading the Northwestern app. Receive game day updates and news for all your favorite Northwestern teams and access your mobile ticketing account. Search for the Northwestern Wildcats on the App Store and Google Play Store today. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. All right, Jake, you want to take it back with number one there real quickly?
Absolutely.
Oh, go ahead.
Awesome, Dave. I'm here with senior defensive tackle and number one and captain Carmine Bastone. Carmine, incredible performance by the defense, but 7 points on the board. What does it mean for a shutout? I mean, you guys were really close to getting it there. What can you say about the performance as a whole for the defense?
Yeah, should have got a shutout, I think. In the end, I think we performed like we expected to perform. We were pretty harped on executing this week and just being us and showing up as us on game day. So I think we did that really well, and the score showed. So.
Yeah, not the easiest offense to prepare for. You guys did a great job of staying disciplined and in front of these guys, but a lot of exotic formations, screens, spitting out on the perimeter. Is that a defense or an offense rather that's difficult to prepare for going into this week?
I think it's just not too bad because you're just expecting everything, so you're just expected to play fast and just kind of run to the ball. So sometimes it can be hard, but I think if you're just running the ball, playing fast, executing, you're gonna be fine. So
you guys rotate a ton on that defensive front. What can you say about